Hello, 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 hello. I know, listen, this time change has been crazy. I know. Listen. We have so much to talk about that, yes, I normally start at 7:30, but I have Royce Reed here to talk about what's been going on with Dwight Howard and his wife, Amy. So I was like, look, I don't want us to be here until 11 o'clock. Because I feel like if I start at 7:30, low key, that means 8. We have so much to talk about that I was like, let's start at 7. Okay, I can't wait to see what Dustin has to say about Curtis. Go on my Patreon. Dustin and I recap the entire episode of last night's Married to Edison. Did I say Edison? Married to Medicine on my Patreon. So it's out now. So after this live, that may end around 9 o'clock. Watch Married to Medicine recap. So we have a lot to talk about. There's so much. The daylight savings time, we all lost an hour. And babe, when I say to you, I'm feeling every bit of it. Hey, Lionel, I felt every bit of it. I don't have an alarm clock. God wakes me up. Hey, so I woke up an hour later, literally to the time, an hour later than I normally woke up. So I don't want to do that to y'all. So I thank y'all for being here. Like I said, we have a jam-packed show, but I hope you all had a wonderful weekend despite everything that's going on. Oh, this is my girl, Tisha Ashley. Royce's story hasn't changed through all of these years. Amy should have heeded Royce's warnings. Well, look, we are going to get into that and much, 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 much more. All right, so listen, in order for us to stay on track, now that's the like I deserve. God woke me up. He did, child. God woke me up, and I'm like this. So this is funny. When I wake up in the morning, I'd be like this. He gave me another day. All right. I wake up like God gave me another day. All right. And then I rejoice. And even before I like completely open up my eyes, I talk to God and I thank him for that. I literally say to him, thank you for putting me on your wake up list. So I don't take that for granted. That's what I do. All right. So look, before I bring Royce Reed in, we got a comment. Put that back up for me so I can read that comment if you can, because a lot of you guys have been saying this and I really want to make sure. Yeah, Shane said Royce's story stay consistent. And you guys know Royce gave me an exclusive 2.5-hour interview 2 years ago, which we'll get into that. All right. So before I bring on, I'm like, before I bring on Royce, we are going to bring in Claudia, Blue, and Dustin as well. We're going to talk about everything from Quad and King situation. Yandy says she did not cheat. She doesn't consider it cheating. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Wendy and Eddie having separate trials. We are going to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. We're going to talk about Belle Collective. And we're going to talk about K. Michelle getting some very strong praises from Bravo. So, all right. I feel like RuPaul. Except I don't have Michelle Visage. Wait, if I have Michelle Visage, that would be Claudia. So Claudia would be Michelle Visage for my RuPaul. Do y'all watch RuPaul Drag Race? Claudia will Blue. Hey, Sweden, with a picture of Aaliyah. Claudia would be Michelle Visage. Dustin is Who's the guy that was on Queer Eye? Carlton Cressley. Dustin Carlton Cressley. He's gonna get me for that one. And then, you know, blue will be Law Roach. No. Yeah, blue will be Law Roach. Right? All right. Anyways. All right, y'all. In case you guys haven't heard, Dwight Howard, who is obviously NBA athlete, who used to date Royce Reed. That's how Royce Reed was able to be considered a basketball wife when the show first came out. Royce Reed, when that show first came out, almost 15 years ago or something like that, 17 years ago, she has made some very strong accusations and allegations. She also said things to me in our interview that you guys watched. Over the weekend, his now wife, Amy, from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, she did a video where she talked about how CPS took their stepdaughter and how allegedly Dwight was coaching their 12-year-old son or his 12-year-old son to lie for Dwight. She also showed a bag of what she alleged was drugs. And she also showed the video of Dwight closing the door while she's talking to him. So Royce Reed responded. And I wanted Royce to be here to talk to us about what's going on, for her to clear the air. A lot of you guys feel like she's vindicated. And there are some of you who have questions. So without much further ado, y'all know how much I love this woman. I feel like she's a part of my kingdom reign. And when I say to you, she is such a sweet woman. She's beautiful inside and out. I adore her so much, as you all know. And I'm so happy she decided to hop on Monday Night Live with us for this exclusive. So ladies, gentlemen, gays and bays, give it up for the beautiful and the iconic Royce Reed.
Hi.
Hey, boo. Not too. You already sipping?
I am.
Well, Royce, I can't take your purple tank top, honey, and your sunglasses on top of your head.
Listen, I'm supposed to be in rehearsal, but you know, it's you, so yes.
Well, you know, I appreciate you and I love you, and I know you're busy, and I know you have a lot going on. So I wanted to just cut to the chase. Like I was telling the Raindrops, the latest between the father of your son, Dwight Howard, was accused of a lot of accusations over the weekend from his wife, Royce.
What? No.
Royce. We're not even 2 minutes in. You know? All right, so listen, let's just, you know what, Royce? Let's get right into it. Amy did a 5.5-minute video. She is crying profusely. She is talking about things such as, you know, everyone told her to stay in this marriage. She said that he needs help. Dwight needs help. She's alleging that he has trauma from his childhood or something that isn't working out. She is alleging that there's a Dwight that she sees and knows, but as much as she tries to help him, he is reverting to these behaviors. She had a bag of what she said was drugs that he allegedly uses, and she's alleging kids were taken away and all of these things. What are your thoughts about that? But first question is, where were you when you first saw the video over the weekend?
I was home. I was eating blue crabs. Yep. I was at home eating fried blue crabs.
Okay.
And it was sent to me, and they were like, "Do you see this?" And I tried to click on it, but I'm blocked, so I couldn't see it. So I had to wait for like the screen recording, and then everybody started posting it. So then I saw it that way as well. But yeah, she blocked me. So mhm.
Why did okay? Let's get right into it. Why did she block you?
Because I'm a liar and I'm bitter and I want her man.
These are things that she has said publicly.
Yes, yes. Y'all don't remember when I did my story time and she came out and was talking all that? Yo, yeah. That's why I don't wish her ill will, but I don't have any sympathy for her because she had no sympathy for me. She talking about 14 months. Let's talk about 18 years and known him for over 20. So, yeah, no. You got out quick, girl. You have no kids. Mhm.
When she was
She
this,
was this.
when she was
She was
describing
describing
him and
and
alleging these
alleging.
things, such as he is, and again, she didn't say this, and I'm saying this. She pretty much intimated that there's a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of personality, that there's this other side of Dwight where he appears to be very sweet, very loving, and then there's a very darker side that she sort of related to trauma that he dealt with in the past. Is that something that you have experienced with Dwight?
Yes, but this whole thing about trauma in his past, that's the same story he gives everybody. I met this man when he was 18. I was 21. I've seen him go from being this person who people like thought, again, that's why I say baby Jesus, because when he came in the league, it was like, oh my God, he's this Christian. He wants to put the cross on the NBA logo. You know what I'm saying? He was that person. And when I saw him turn was the moment that he found out I was pregnant. Like, this man tried to pay me to say that our child was not his, hence him suing me for $500 million when I went on Wendy Williams. And all she asked me was, isn't he the father of your son? And I said, yes. How you doing? I got sued. And everybody laughed at me because, oh, she's out here spreading rumors about him. She's lying. She's this. This man destroyed me. He blackballed me. Have I been on another show, Carlos? I think I'm entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ask yourself why. I have a degree in theater education from FAMU. I know that I'm talented. I have a whole dance company, world champion. You wouldn't know it because all that's ever put out about me is that I'm messy. I'm petty, but I'm not messy.
One of the things she also said was how, because he has so much money, that he gets away with a lot of stuff. And hearing you say he sued you for $500 million because you told the truth that can be proven with a paternity test that he is the father of your son, you feel like he blackballed you from the industry. Did that occur the moment you revealed that he was the father of your son?
Yes. And it was already like known, but it was the fact that I said it. I said yes. There, I mean, you could pull it up. It's on YouTube. I said yes. That's it. This man garnished my mom's account because back then I still had a shared account that I had had since high school with my mom. He took her money because we were attached and nothing, never got it back. Like, it was heartbreaking. But my biggest thing, and I want people to understand that he's not just a narcissist. And I know that's a word that is so popular and people use it all the time, but by definition, that is what he is. He has an excessive, like, preoccupation with himself. Like, he has this entitlement. He has a God complex. This man just went to a basketball game and stood up like he was Jesus going through a parade. I mean, smiling, yeah. And your child is in a facility wearing a paper gown because you didn't give her clothes. Your wife out here crashing out, and you at a game. Uh, if that doesn't show you right there that he don't give a damn, like he also has like split personalities. There's times where he'll be so angry where he turns into a child. And then there's times where he's so angry that he's dragging my hair through my house and throwing me into an entertainment center. We talked about this when I did the interview with you, and I knew there was a reason why you didn't air it all. But the moment I even walked in there, I was in tears because I was dealing with mess with him. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
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 Like I have dealt with this for over 18 years and she crying and crashing out over 14 months. Girl, you got out easy. We still dealing with this stuff. I'm in court now. We got
Why
court
you
at the end of the
so
month because I did my story time in the interview with you and the interview with Cam because I'm out here speaking my truth because he never wants anyone to do that. Amy thinks like, oh, okay, he's filing for divorce. I'm sure she's like, because she didn't plan on leaving. Let's just put that out there. This happened early last week. Y'all just hearing about it. Yeah. But
How
the
you
thing is,
know?
because I'm friends with the mom of the daughter. That's my girl. We do TikToks together. But you wouldn't know it. Yeah. We have been like, when I tell you I have held this woman through tears because she's fighting for her daughter. And this man is out here just lying on her. But it's not even just money, it's his connections. His uncle was a DA in Georgia. There's police body cam footage that you'll never see because they pay people off. That's why she's talking about, oh, police have been at my house this many times. Like, yeah. And they show everybody else's body cam. They want to put my mugshot over everything. What we doing with him? Just letting him go because of who he is. And not even just who he is, it's who he knows. Money can absolutely buy you a verdict, but your connections can also hide your truth.
How much money was garnished through the lifetime that you've been dealing with this situation, including the money that was taken from your mother's account that you shared with her?
In total, it was close to $10,000. And back then when I had just started really doing the show, like I didn't have money like that. Basketball Wives wasn't paying like that. It was a pilot.
And you're still paying legal fees to defend these things.
Yes, yes, yes. So we want to laugh when I did that GoFundMe, but I'm like, y'all don't understand. He would rather pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to attorneys than to take care of his children.
Is the daughter still with CPS?
Yes.
Do you know exactly why she was taken to CPS?
Yes.
Is that something that you want to share or not? Because that's your girl story. That's your girl story.
Yeah.
And I respect that. I obviously respect that. This all happened last week. Why do you think Amy decided over the weekend to do this?
Because he turned on her. She said it. She literally said it in her video. When I found out that he was having our 12-year-old son lie on me, that's when I knew. Because he said he's willing to take down everybody else to save himself, and I just can't let him do. That's literally what she said. So this it's not about the kids. It's about you. It's about her. She's trying to save herself because you knew this was going on. 3 times? 3 times in a month? And you just now opening your mouth because he had this child lie on you? What about everything else? You participated in it. You condoned it. You said it. You were defending your husband, which means you were willing to lie on me. This girl threatened to meet me and Tiffany in the street. Yes, over her husband. Yeah. She was threatening to fight us. Yes. Over a man who can pass a lie detector test with a gun to his head and video footage of him doing the crime. That's how dangerous he is. He knows how to sit and lie and get people to believe him. He is a master manipulator, and he's also like that guy on Split. He has no empathy for anyone. It's a game to him. He's going to do it to somebody else. He's going to find somebody else, and he's going to sit there and lie to them and say, everybody's after me. Why? Why? Why is everybody after you? What are you doing? What are you doing that everybody wants?
There's people who say, Royce, that you are relishing in Amy's pain, that this woman is crying out for help. And they are, there are some people who are saying, hey, Royce, this is a woman who is suffering, have some empathy, have some sympathy. What do you have to say to those who want that from you?
Where was that when it came to me? And okay, you're supposed to be the bigger person. Like I said on my story, I'm 5'2". No way. I am not Michelle Obama.
When they go low, you don't go high?
Absolutely not.
Where do you go?
I take it to hell.
Okay.
I'm down there skating on fire.
Do you feel like you're finally vindicated?
I do. However, I don't want people to think that I'm just like basking in this, basking in glory. Like, I do feel like I don't wish her any ill will, but I also don't feel sorry for her because she knew better. It's not like this came out of nowhere. It was happening. You filed for divorce after 6 months. And you went back and saying it's because everybody told you. No, they didn't. You went back because you got fired from Love and Hip Hop. You went back because he had you sell your condo. You went back because he attached his name to your shit, even though you're not attached on any of his. Like, let's call a spade a spade. He played you. He plays everybody.
Why do you? Okay, listen. I understand this notion, right? That when you are a man of means, and listen, we have seen plenty of documentaries and stories of multi-millionaires, billionaires who have paid people off. We've seen endless docs about that. My question to you, though, is less about the money part, because I think all of us can understand that based on the knowledge what we've been seeing recently. What I don't understand, and I would love for you to shed light on it if you can, to know that you've spoken out about this. His current wife did a video over the weekend, and just yesterday, he is at the game waving and being celebrated. Why do you think people aren't taking this seriously when, I mean, he was on Dance with the Stars. He did, listen, a lot of things have happened. But I still go back to what I saw yesterday, which was people standing up and cheering him when the day before your wife is accusing you of all these things. And listen, I was even watching The Breakfast Club because I like to do my research. And Charlemagne said something along the lines of he doesn't believe I don't want to misquote, but says something along the lines of Dwight doesn't look like somebody who does that type of drug, coke. And again, I don't know what Dwight does. I've never met him. I've never been around him. I don't know. But my point is saying all of this is it seems to be falling on deaf ears from everybody, and I wonder why you think he's getting away with that.
The same reason Trump is. Like, people can know the truth and just not care. And I also look at the people who are attending these games. It's not the people that's looking at the shade room. You know what I mean? And if they are, they're not sitting courtside. So they don't know what's going on. Because most of them people are really just minding their business. They might end up finding out about it, which is why he did it the next day, because he knew it wasn't everywhere yet. And also why he filed for divorce. Because he wanted to checkmate her. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I do want to read that. Some raindrops, in case you guys don't know. As of today, former NBA star Dwight Howard has filed for divorce from his wife Amber Howard, also known as Amy Luciani. The filing occurred today, like I said, just hours after Amber made severe public allegations against him on social media. Listen, there is a mutual restraining order that was filed to prevent either party from harming the other, selling property, or canceling insurance. In his filing, Royce, Dwight noted that they have no children together and requested exclusive use of his Georgia mansion. When it came to the kids, obviously you two have a son together. He is now 18 years old. He went online, which he normally doesn't do, Royce, but y'all's son that y'all share together went online, and he said, and of course I'm paraphrasing, but he said, I'm crazy, my daddy crazy, my mama crazy, we all crazy. What did you think about your son speaking out against this?
Yeah, well, he wasn't saying what he was saying was everybody was saying, oh, I'm crazy, my mama crazy, this person's crazy, but nobody's looking at the actual common denominator. And that's why he was like, I hope you get some help, because Braylon is the oldest. Braylon has gone through the most. And I have been fighting in the court for my child since the beginning. But until recently, I didn't really have a voice. Nobody wanted to listen to me because he was able to change the narrative, right? So I was told by a judge if I ever brought up the accusation again that he would take my child from me. Yeah, I was threatened and everything. There was a day where I had packed up my entire SUV and I was getting ready to just drive until I ran out of gas. And my parents stopped me. They pulled up behind me as I'm packing my car. My mom slapped the shit out of me, because she was like, absolutely not. But that's how scared I was of that man. And even now, like, I am scared of him. I know that he has people everywhere. I know, like, he can say the word, which is also why I speak out, because if something does happen to me, I want y'all to know where to look. Like, he's dangerous. And people think, oh, you're exaggerating. They've always said I'm exaggerating. They always said that I was like making stuff up. Oh, it can't be that bad. If it was that bad, he'd be in jail. And look at who y'all got as y'all president. Do we believe it now? I guarantee you, even after this, I probably got another lawsuit coming. And there's going to be people in the comments saying, well, this is why you should be quiet. What we going to do with this information? Why are you taking it to the internet? Take it to the court. Give it to God. What? Let's be for real. Y'all don't think any of that has happened? Amy is speaking out. I have spoken out. Christine has spoken out. Tiffany has spoken out. But y'all didn't want to listen because y'all out here praising a man that, again, is standing up at a game like the Lakers just gave him a new contract. He's sitting there waving like he had a pageant. And they just clapping him up. He don't care about if he hears boos, because if he hears boos, he thinking people are singing.
What do you have to say, Royce, to women who may be in these situations? Are there any signs, Royce, they should look out for? You know, we all believe hindsight is 2020. You even said yourself, you tried to warn people. You even tried to warn Amy. Amy decided to defend her husband. You know, that's your husband. Do what you do. Are there signs that women should look for before they decide to be with somebody who is deemed to be this controlling narcissist that you have mentioned?
Everybody's not crazy. Everybody's not out to get your man. Like, at some point, you gotta wake up and actually listen and understand. Like, people don't just turn crazy. People don't just all of a sudden just start, coming after one person. Like, come on. Why? Him? Of all people. Him? That's who you think people are just going to lie on? We got bigger fish to fry. We do. But when you have someone who is constantly trying to destroy you or destroy other people and you're watching it, but you swear, I'm different. Our relationship is different. You did this to him. Did what? Because now you came out and you done pulled out a big old bag of drugs, allegedly, and snot crying. And he's where? Doing what? Not giving a damn about you. You were warned. So again, women, start believing, or start at least listening, paying attention. Don't be so quick to write off that ex. There's a story behind it. It is. It always is. I'm cool with the majority of my exes. I am. And I do that on purpose because you served a purpose in my life. So if we just ended, whether it was like you cheated or not, like, if you still served a purpose in my life, I can't just completely like dismiss you because you were a chapter. But him, damn, I swear I keep throwing this book in the trash and it's coming back like Annabelle.
One of my last questions for you, Royce, is again, your son is 18 years old, and we all are like, wow, you've been dealing with this obviously for that long period of time, for 18 years. Have you ever received therapy?
Yes.
You have?
Yes. I went through a stage where I was in a facility. Yes.
If I may ask, you have to tell me. You don't have to tell me.
I did not want to be here. Yep. But I went through therapy. My son has gone through therapy. I put my son through therapy more than they even asked because I wanted to make sure that he was okay. Evaluations and everything that I did over and beyond because I wanted to make sure that he was okay. There are conversations that were had with my child that never should have been had with him. A freshly turned 12-year-old whose innocence was also taken for 5.5 years. And nothing happened. Nothing. I was again threatened if I ever brought it up again that they would take my child from me. And I still brought it up. But I fought for my child tooth and nail. That's why he is with me. But every time that, he would request these random ass visitations, I would have to oblige. I had to. And people don't understand that either. Like, why would you still ain't nobody gonna tell me that I gotta send my child? Yes, they can. They can absolutely come to your house and take your child from you. Yes, they can. Oh, well, I would do this. No, you wouldn't. What you gonna do? So I recorded everything. I started documenting everything. That's why I have all my phones. Remember my video? That's why I had to keep everything. And now look at what Amy is doing. I recorded it. Did you now? Interesting.
Does Braylon and Dwight have a relationship?
No.
They don't.
Mm-mm.
Do you know the last time they have seen each other?
When he came to his Airbnb for his birthday for like 20, 30 minutes and left. But he also spoke to him about a month ago because I had kicked Braylon out the house. He thought he was grown and he didn't have to clean up his room when I said so. He literally said to me, like, I don't have to do everything when you say so. I'm 18. I said I would get to it. If you don't get your ass. So he tried to, be on his own for almost a month. He came back Super Bowl weekend. But yeah, he came back quick and realized real fast that just because he 18 don't really mean you grown. I'm that mama. But he came back and now obviously, he getting all his full meals and everything. But yeah. I'm an accountable mother. But I'm also very protective.
Yeah. No, you are. Listen, you're a great mom. And listen, I just want you to know that we're all praying for you, Royce. Listen, you already know this personally, but I'll say it publicly. My entire heart goes out to you for everything you've gone through, what you're currently going through. And if you don't mind, I would love to say a prayer for you, if that's okay with you.
Yes, of course.
I want to do a prayer of protection over you, if you're okay with that, because I don't want to impose. Okay.
Yes.
So I want to say a prayer. So raindrops, if you guys want to, I would love to do a prayer for God's protection. One of my favorite prayers for that is Psalm 91. It's the foundational prayer for protection, focusing on God as a refuge under whose wings you find safety. So I would like to say a prayer. Father God, I come to you today asking for your divine protection over my life, Royce's life, the lives of everybody involved, and their homes. You are my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. I ask that you surround us with your hedge of protection, shielding us from all harm, danger, and the snares of the enemy. Amen. Royce, as you know, I simply adore you. I'm praying for you. I'm here if you need anything, just let me know. I'm grateful and thankful for you for always being consistent. And I know this doesn't feel like it's ever going to end, but in my faith, Royce, and my belief, and what I know for sure is that this too shall pass. And I know you've been dealing with this girl for 18 years, and I don't have the mental bandwidth to understand what it's like for every day of your life to be dealing with this for 18 years. I don't know what it's like to want to not be here anymore because of what you're going through. I don't know what it's like to be in a facility because of what you're going through. So I just want you to know, as your big brother, that I will be praying for you incessantly, for you and your son and for parties involved, because it's unfathomable what you have to go through. And I just want you to know that we're all here for you.
Thank you.
And I do believe that there's power in prayer. Okay.
Yes, I appreciate it.
Of course. I love you. I'll be checking on you. Okay.
Yes.
And you be good, honey. Go back to rehearsal, honey.
Yes, I gotta go in here. Yeah, we got competition in like a month, 1 month.
Yes. I love you, sis, and I will see you soon, baby.
All right, love you too. Bye.
Bye, babe. Woo, that was tough. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Please say a prayer for her. And for all parties involved. It's so sad. So raindrops to listen, I'm gonna do my best job to stay on track, because I know we're all suffering through daylight savings time. We lost an hour of our time, and I wanted to make sure that you all have enough time to catch up on some sleep, honey. All right, so ladies, gentlemen, gays, and theys, you're welcome. No, I believe in the power of prayer. It has gotten me through some of the toughest things in my life, and even when things don't look like there's no end to it, or there's no light at the end of the tunnel, my faith and my belief and my experience has always showed me that there is, even when things look bleak. Okay, so that's all I can do is make sure to be of service to that. All right, so with all that being said, honey, let's lighten the mood. All right, and let's bring on Dustin and Blue. Look at
What's up, raindrops?
Hello.
What's up, Blue?
Dustin, you look like you just I love you so much. Hey, what's up?
What's going on? How you doing?
It's good to see y'all.
It's good to see y'all too. I'm going through personal hell today. You know what I'm saying? So, I need this time. Okay?
You look like you
I
just
had a
whooped somebody's
terrible-
ass and then the camera turned on. You're like, nothing to see here. Hey.
Verbally, I might have thrown a couple blows today. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Because I have had a terrible travel day.
Oh, retrograde travel. Ooh.
Is it? Are we? Wait, are we?
We're in the ball sack of retrograde. Oh, you didn't know, honey?
No, when did it start?
My hair. I'm wearing
I
protection.
can't hear you, Carlos.
Play with me.
No, can you hear Carlos?
No, Carlos. I did hear him, and then the retrograde took his voice out. You see?
No, can y'all hear
me?
I
can't hear Los at all.
No, I can hear you. Now I can hear you.
Well, maybe I'll go out and come back in.
Okay, we'll be here, friend. Fight for your life.
We'll be here.
I'm gonna go out and come back in. Here, see?
Can you hear Blue? No? Okay. Hey,
this
Blue.
is such a retrograde entry. This is so retrograde. And my voice. Do you hear my voice?
Yeah.
We're having a super bloom in California. My throat is closing up as we speak. Yeah, fight for my life.
What is happening today?
Retrograde, like the Kool-Aid man coming through the wall.
So I know all about Mercury retrograde. When did it start?
Like about 5 days ago, but the shadow period has been about a week. So we're in it. We in it.
Lord have mercy. So how was your weekend?
It was actually really cute. It was really sexy. Yeah, it was really cute.
Do tell.
If
you want. Can you hear us, Dustin?
Are you back?
I can hear you now.
Can you hear us?
Yep. Hey y'all, hell yeah, I can hear y'all now.
Welcome back.
All right, so Dustin, Blue is about to tell us about an amazing weekend she had.
No, that's not what I said. I said sexy. Question mark.
Okay, I'm sorry. Instead of an A, it was an S. She said it was sexy.
That is amazing to me. So tell me about it. Sexy is always amazing.
Well, I have to choose my words because everybody has Wi-Fi.
Got it.
Oh, I ran into my first raindrop. Yay!
Love the raindrop. I love hearing stories about the raindrops.
I
What
know,
they
it was
do? What they
nice.
do?
So Estelle and I went to, and the thing is, I'm in this space right now where there are only certain friends that can get me out the house. And Estelle is a Capricorn. They're very
Love
bougie and
Estelle.
very picky about energy. So I trust
Mhm.
her. She told me, let's go get some pizza. So I throw on some jeans thinking I'm about to get a slice. I walk into what looks like a movie set. Apparently this pizza shop turns into a lituation at night.
Ooh, okay.
5 Negroes to the left of me, to the right of me, coming down the walls. It was, ooh. And there was like a rich, like prince who was having a birthday party. Child, let me tell you.
So how'd it go? What'd you walk out of there with, Blue?
You know what? This is where the Wi-Fi comes in, Dustin. Everybody can see me. But
Ah,
just
mhm.
know that I am.
You know my number. Yeah. You know how to
Summer
get it.
has
Yeah.
started for me in March. Summer has started. And I want to act bad. I want to do ratchet things with my friends.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
Of course. So wait, what did the raindrop do?
One of them walked up to me. She was like, Blue. I was like, yes, girl. There was no introduction. I'm a raindrop. I was like, hey, friend. And we had like a whole exchange. She hugged Estelle. And then when she walked away, Estelle was like, who's that? I'm like, I don't know, girl. That's a raindrop, though. That's my people.
Yep.
Shout out to
Yep.
you, sis.
Yeah.
We had
They
a whole
always,
kiki.
it'd be like running into a family member. You know what
It
I'm
really is
saying?
like a
It
cousin.
literally every time. Yep.
Oh,
She said,
that
who is
is
that? I said, I
funny.
don't know.
I love that. I love that. Love that. Well, listen, I'm happy that they have been nice to the two of you. And listen, I get the same when I'm out too. They always give you guys shout outs. We have so much to get into, guys, this episode. Raindrops. Claudia will be joining us in less than 10 minutes, as you know. So let's get into the love and marriage Huntsville of it all. Look, the body language between Blue and Dustin, but I mentioned that completely shifted. So that just means I can't wait to talk about it.
Messy.
So raindrops, as you know, Love and Marriage Huntsville is back after a break that had another break. So we're back. All right, no more breaks. We're back. Okay.
We're numb at this point. We numb to it. So you don't even have to perform for us, Los. We already know how it's gonna go down. This is not a new wound. You know what I'm saying? We understand this pain. It is a
Wait a minute
pain.
now.
Okay, we understand it. So
I'm gonna be right back while you guys do this. I'm gonna get a charger because I don't have a charger for my laptop. I'll be right back.
okay, it's all good.
That charger, baby. So Dustin,
Damn, now I can't hear you no more, Los.
what?
When you just click Blue off, I can't hear you.
What is happening? Okay, she's back. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you, Los. Blue, say something,
Blue, can
baby.
you hear me?
I can hear
I
everybody.
can't hear neither one of you motherfuckers. All right, so I'm about to
No, this
I'm
is the
gonna come
retrograde
back.
episode. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen.
It's not you. Listen, it's not you. Raindrops. Raindrops. Y'all see how today was happening? We're in retrograde. Daylight savings time, child. We all lost an hour's sleep, and apparently we are losing audio. And
Wow.
charging ports, child. So, Blue, when I say to you, this scene that we're about to get into, Dustin is coming back in.
Mhm.
And the scene is
Okay,
triggering.
so
All the
Dustin,
scenes are
we're
triggering.
good.
Yeah, I can hear y'all now. Please.
All right.
Nobody breathe. Just shallow breaths.
We'll do it again in 10 minutes when Claudia hops on. So I'm sure that'll
Okay.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
We'll redo it. But we have to get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. Guys, we're back every Saturday, 8 o'clock, 7 Central on. Look, Nell and Chris Fletcher had a scene that was so interesting. One of the raindrops said that Nell and Chris Fletcher are the Toya and Eugene of Huntsville.
Is that fair to Eugene?
Do that with you what you may. I'm here to report the news. The raindrop tweets me, and sometimes I'll repeat what they say. So they said, Carlos, I hope you realize Nell and Chris are the Toya and Eugene of Huntsville because Chris did nothing to deserve that tongue lashing that Nell gave him. So, Blue and Dustin, I want to get in. I want to get your thoughts. Just to recap very briefly and summarizing what occurred, as you guys may know, Chris Fletcher got his license revoked, his real estate license, because of some stipulation that occurred that is very complicated. And it's complicated because Chris can't talk about it because it's going through the legal process. Now, yes, we will all hear things, but I'm not here to talk about that. I leave my cast to talk about rumors, not me. But catch that. Now, hey Tisha, I'm Tisha. Anyway, so hey Martell. When it comes to Nell and Chris's conversation, one of the things that they talked about was the fact that Nell owns 100% of her daycare. And when the conversation arose about whether or not she should sell it, Nell lost her shit. And she talked about it's no one can do what she does. She can run circles around people. People got their real estate license. They do that. She don't bother them. Don't come at me with this situation. And a lot of people felt that Nell was... You lost audio?
No, I can hear y'all.
Okay. A lot of
no.
Nell was emasculating Chris Fletcher as she was defending her business. Blue, you watched the scene. What are your thoughts on the dynamic between Chris and Nell?
I think we throw the word emasculating around way too much because the men that I am around all the time are not that fragile. It would take a whole lot more to emasculate them. So I think we need to give men in general credit that we treat them like these daffodils that if you cough at them too hard, you've emasculated them. I don't subscribe to that. I'm also going to say this too. You can't come to me like Oliver Twist talking about, excuse me, sir, can I have a piece of your business? Excuse me, please, a piece of bread. And then you want to have bass in your voice right afterwards. That's not how begging works, Chris. It's not how begging works. Okay. So for me, I had sympathy for him until he was cool to say what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine. Any gender that does that is going to have me effed up because what do you mean it's different? No, it's not. In fact, you know how is it different? She didn't get her license revoked. That's how it's different. She got all her papers. Yes, you're right, Chris. It is different. She got all her stuff. And so as the person with all their stuff, why do I have to give a piece of my whole when you only have a piece of a piece for your and then he casually said, I might not have my license back for like a year, 24 months tops. Excuse me? Who's going to be president by then, Chris? What are you talking? The way this man, you know how they say he who smelt it, dealt it? He funked up the room and then told her that she needed the Tic Tac. I'm not falling for it. Y'all are too easily bamboozled. Whoever said that to you, Carlos, I know about your husband. You just told on yourself. I know exactly what you got going at home if you think that shit made sense. Excuse me, I have allergies. I'm fighting real hard to cuss y'all out.
I'm stuck on who smelt and dealt it. That shit brought me back to grade school, Detroit Public School. Shout out to
and that's how he was acting.
Still Wagon, Hamilton, and Finney. Okay, go ahead, Dustin. I can't.
Yeah, I'm with Blue on this one 100%. I thought Chris Fletcher was straight up tripping. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he was on. Like, you are the person who has to come up with something to fill the gap. You're the one who lost the source of income via the shit that he's going through with his license, right? Which things happen, and yes, in a marriage, ideally, you would assume to have the support of your partner, you know what I'm saying? But we talking about something very black and white, you know what I'm saying? Money and numbers, you know what I mean? And then when he starts talking about entitlement, like acting like he's entitled to something, that's just never cool to me. I think that Chris needs to figure out a way to generate some more income. He always dancing and shit on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you cut a rug somewhere? Go viral and cut a
Do
rug.
the renegade, Chris.
Hit them stages. You know what I'm saying? Do the Chris Brown shit. I treat you well. Do
Come
that.
on,
You
Chris.
know what I'm saying? Get
Come
up there and
on.
do it. He gonna have to cut a rug, bust a move. What the song say? Don't just stand there, bust a move, Chris Fletcher. That's what you need to be doing somewhere, hitting the jitterbug, getting some money in the pot. That's what you got to do. I didn't understand how people were feeling like Nail was wrong. I didn't feel like she really even went hard on him in that
At all.
scenario. And the part that people are saying Nail went off on was actually in response to what he had said to her.
Yep.
So you know what I'm saying? Get on the pole. You got to feed your family. Get on the pole, Chris.
The audacity to be like, well, you don't have a real estate license, sir. You don't have a real estate license.
You might end up getting a dancing
We
license,
see
a
each
stripper
other.
license. Yeah. Look, I don't know. Figure it out though. I didn't think Nell was tripping. I thought Nell was fully in the right, personally. You know what I'm saying?
And she do it again.
Right. Okay. I thought she was. You know what I'm saying?
Get him again, Dustin. Chris is gonna write you a text. I treat you well.
Do that motherfucker. Shit, he gotta figure something out, man. It's time to do the Cabbage Patch. He gotta figure something out, man. So that's what I think, Los.
You ever thought about having a partner? Sir, sit your ass down.
Right. If you don't shut up, you ever thought about getting a damn job? You ever thought about that? Get out there and figure it out. You shouldn't even be talking to her. What you should be doing is coming to her with a plan on how you gonna fix this. Don't talk to her to seek the solution. She's your wife. Y'all are married. You're the person that has the deficiency. And y'all strike me as the type that go by them archaic ass gender roles and shit anyway.
Exactly.
So if you're gonna play, I always say, if you're gonna play that game, you gotta play it for real. You know
You
what
do
I'm
say
saying?
that.
You gotta play it for real. If you want to be the boss and you want everybody to kiss your ass just on GP, then go out and go to work. Yeah, what Kim say, Los, get your fucking ass up and go to work.
Go to work.
That's what
my
you gotta
daddy
do.
told me from OJ's house, go to work. Yeah.
Go to work. Yeah. That's what he need to do. So that's what I thought personally.
Yes, he's the head, she's the neck. I guess they're headless.
I guess so. They just decapitated.
Headless horseman in this. All right, go ahead. Next question.
Chris, they are saying you need to get on the pole, brother.
Yeah. Go for what you know.
Moves to use. Let us know in the comments, Raindrops. Y'all agree with Dustin and Blue, although it appears y'all do. Was Chris? That
could be a hashtag, Chris. Make Chris now your dancing name.
Yeah. You know, like Kim Ye, Jayon.
Yeah.
So in the Chris Nell of it all, who was wrong, Chris or Nell? Let me know in the comments. I do want to get into the latest between Destiny and Tisha Scott. So this is about y'all mannerisms. Yes, Dustin, your nail voice. Y'all mannerisms is killing me and I love it. So, okay. Tisha is no longer keeping things to herself, and she is this season expressing every feeling or emotion that she has. She and Destiny had a conversation. Kimmy was in the middle of it, and Tisha really was talking to Destiny about how she feels about her, how she doesn't feel the support based on their friendship, you know, based on things that happened with Nell, how, you know, Destiny made comments when they were on the winery trip and all those things. Dustin, you have been an avid viewer of Love and Marriage Huntsville since day one. Do you think Tisha has found her voice, or do you think Tisha has lost her damn mind?
You know, I don't want to say she lost her damn mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that that's the case. Because Letitia Scott has been speaking her mind since season one. Let's take it back to the beginning. Remember, she was the one who had called out the cheating shit with Melody and Martell at that table back in the very beginning. Letitia was the one who brought all that. You all have went through things in your marriage. Well, like the cheating. You remember that. So Letitia has always been a pot stirrer, always done it. But what I think has happened and now is that Letitia has become, I don't know, last season and this season, we just see a different like vigor, a different energy inside of her. You know what I'm saying? I think that Letitia Scott, I think that she feels like she has a job to do on this show now. I think she's assumed a certain position and she continues to keep the story going by reacting to everything. But what started to happen is her reactions have started to create a profile of character for herself that I don't think is really what she really want to be on. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can decide that you just ain't gonna take no shit and you end up in like a whole bunch of stuff. Like I hate to show how, but like Latrice on Belle Collective this season, right? Latrice has made a conscious decision to herself to not take no bullshit. And so because of that, she is just on the defense 24 motherfucking 7 amongst the cast. I think that there's a little bit of that going on here with Letitia Scott as well. So that's what I think it is.
Blue?
I'm gonna be kind.
Thank you, Blue.
Be kind. No, I was reminding myself. Look, man. Look, it's some bullshit. Here's what I think the problem is. Just because you upset doesn't mean anybody did anything wrong.
True.
And I think there are some people in this world, when you get irked their nerves, you could literally just blink. They'd be like, I don't like your eye whites. I don't know something about your eye whites. It's on some funny shit. I don't like the way you breathe. I don't like the way you blink. I don't like the way you sneeze. It felt reactive and emotional. And I do think, I don't want to use the word jealousy. There could be a little bit of envy, right? Because when the person who is more in the shadows or the perimeter as a supporting cast member feels annoyed at someone who naturally gets more attention than they want, someone who's always trying to mind their business, but everybody worried about them, there seems to be, in my opinion, a little bit of envy that she probably hasn't admitted to herself that is at the root of the annoyance that is making her mistake her feelings for facts. Just because you feel a way doesn't mean something happened, right? And we have to be honest about that. You don't ever wake up moody. Y'all don't ever wake up moody and suddenly everything annoys you. Mm-hmm. You try to open the cereal, now you're throwing the box against the wall because it took too long to open the cellophane, right? And she seems very annoyed. And I feel like it's not deserved that where it's being directed. And I do think she's trying to create moments. I hope that Ashley Darby does not have her number. Let's not be that girl. Let's not be that girl. Who is she hanging out with? I want to see her phone log. Who have you been talking to? Because it feels like she got some bad advice from a one-trick pony Dusty from another franchise and she's trying to emulate somebody, okay? She's trying to be Latoya Darby, and I don't want this for her. Okay? Be yourself. Be who you are. I don't like it. You don't have the reach. Your arms are like this. You don't have the reach. It's not working.
Okay. I want to get a third opinion, so let's bring in the forever beautiful Claudia Jordan.
What's up, y'all?
What up, though?
Claudia.
Hi. How y'all doing?
Hey,
Good,
CJ.
you look pretty.
You look so sun-kissed, like the sun is kissing you in the face.
It's just a filter, honey. It's a filter.
Girl, I said that. Just play along.
How do you filter go StreamYard and tell us?
Right.
Oh yeah, there's a filter. You can touch up your appearance just a little bit, just to give it a little extra. Little. Plus,
I've been raw dogging it for 3 months and nobody told me.
Yep.
I didn't know either.
Just go to your settings. It says visual effects and hit the little wheel. You can do a slice, or you can go all the way to the right and just turn up where you see fit. Yes.
Claudia, you're a genius.
You look, I'm like, it's funny, Blue, and this other Claudia, like, Claudia looks all like bronze. That is
my natural color, but it's just a little bit more like, Yeah.
Nothing happened. Okay, go ahead.
It looks good. How was your weekend, Claudia, before we continue on this segment?
Oh, what I do? It was good. I got to relax a little bit. I needed it. So I did go see Kim Whitley. She was in Dallas. I went to her show on Saturday. It was really, really good. It was good to support. She's so funny. A lot of menopause jokes and messing with young dudes. Like, it was funny. It was really funny. So yeah.
I love Kim Whitley. I think she is so freaking funny, and she always has.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
I think she's great. Claudia, we're on the topic of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Have you seen the clip with Tisha and Destiny?
Yes.
Okay. Claudia, Blue and Dustin share their point of view. I want to get yours. This scene really divided the audience. I did a poll on my Twitter and asked the Raindrops whose side they were on when it came to Letitia Scott, hey Nell, and Destiny. And the poll results are in. Any guesses, Dustin?
Does God agree? I want to hear. This is pretty clear for me.
I asked, results will be read live on air. So Raindrops, I'm reading it. Whose side are y'all on? Destiny or Tisha? 84% said Destiny.
There we go. Ain't God good? Ain't God good, y'all?
Claudia, do you agree or disagree? And what are your thoughts on that? Because obviously you've been very open about your female friendships. You are girl's girl. What do you think about all of that?
So honestly, the backstory of like, as far as like, I'm missing a little bit because like I was watching that like, okay, so I'm always gonna be as far as the girls girl thing is me all day long, but I need a little bit more backstory on their beef, like what their issue is. Ain't none. Is it just one of them things like, oh, you just get on my nerves just because attention?
Sorta. Like Letitia Scott, she made an issue out of nothing at all. She basically said that Destiny had like picked a side. You know what I'm saying? Which she really didn't do. She was just keeping it a buck about the situation. You know what I'm saying? And Letitia wanted more from her. And Letitia has taken that and just internalized it and turned it into like a thing now when there really is nothing.
Okay.
Nothing, Claudia.
So that's why I was as confused. I'm seeing everybody else is like there is no issue because I was like, okay, what is the thing here? What is the thing? I'm sure we've all been in those situations where if someone don't like you or they're irritated with you, I think I heard you say something, Blue. Like everything you do is gonna get on your nerves and it's gonna be seen through a lens that you're already looking at them sideways. So everything's gonna be times 10. Everything's gonna be magnified, and you can do no right. When someone has an ick for you, it's over with. Like, it's really, really hard to like get past that. It's so hard to get past that. So I guess I'll make it 84%, Destiny.
That's my sister. I love it.
Yeah.
So Raindrops, once again, Love and Marriage Huntsville is back, 8 o'clock, 7 Central on OWN. Another show that we are in our 4th episode is Belle Collective. As we all know, since the top of the season, speaking of female friendships, Latrice and Letitia are at odds this season, and they decided to attend Carrie Paul's therapy, which is Carrie's version of therapy. And she had a woman there who was in the business of therapy to really feed into the soul of these women. Blue, I want to get your thoughts first on this scene. Do you think the issue with Latrice and Letitia is bigger than what they claim it is?
You know what it is? Sometimes when you hear something that someone has done to you that you perceive as betrayal, and you hear it from a third party and you internalize it, you have all these nasty feelings about it, you're deeply hurt, X, Y, and Z. By the time you get to the person, you're already pre-hurt. You're already pre-salty. You've already created this narrative in your head. And anything they say that tries to make you feel like maybe it didn't happen, you don't want to let it go because those nasty feelings have already been rustled up. Has that ever happened to you guys where you hear some really icky rumor that somebody has said something about you? You're already annoyed, even though you're trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. And by the time you talk to them, it's almost an uphill battle for you to see them as human. When she looked at that woman and said, "You're a horrible person," that is strong language. I know we come on here and we kiki. I can't remember the last time I said you're a horrible like, you know what I mean? Like, that's strong language. That's deep hurt. And it feels like even if she's wrong and what she heard from the third party, because she was asked, did you hear it directly? She's like, well, I heard the girl tell me. That's called hearsay, babe. Let's get Ebony K. Williams on. That's called hearsay. So you didn't hear it directly, right? But you heard it from a third party who you probably trust more or who got you so gassed up, you don't want to come back down. And so I think they're hurt. I think everybody's hurt. I saw 2 women who are hurt. I don't think either of them is a horrible person. I don't think there was any malice there. I do think they keep on talking past each other. One person has unintentionally hurt somebody. The other person has unintentionally hurt somebody. Everybody has been unintentionally hurt. There's no malice, but there's a lot of pain. And neither of them knows where to put it. I think that's why she burst into tears when was that a therapist or a life coach?
Maybe life
Baby,
coach.
Because I know
don't
my
get me
people. It
started.
wasn't given certification, but okay. The homie in the room, the mediator. Okay, the mediator.
Blue, the homie.
That's
Okay,
what
the
she
mediator.
was. That's where I was going with it.
It was
when
given
got to me,
homegirl.
Yes.
It was given. I was like, that's not how you do that. But okay, man, please don't get mad at me. I know what I saw. So I just feel
And I
like,
seen it too.
yeah, there was a way to bring it down, and whoever was in the room wasn't able to get them there. There was a way to humanize them to each other. I didn't see it. It was a missed opportunity.
With the horrible person comment, like that's like damn near fighting words, right? Like that's like there's no redemption from that. Like you just don't fuck with my character. Like you don't like nothing about me. And then to go from that to both women crying, it was like, huh. You know, like they were both hurt. Like, you know, when you hate someone, you ain't really crying. You're like, man, F that B. Like, whatever, bitch. If you really think someone's a horrible person, are you really gonna cry? You're like, whatever. Like, I already wrote you off. So I think the horrible person thing was not really, she didn't really mean that.
She don't mean that.
She did not mean that because you would not cry. A horrible person can't make me cry. A horrible person, I'll be sitting with a smirk on my face. Like, let me say some more horrible shit. Let me live up to what you're saying about me. But the fact that they were both crying like that, like, you know, it's hard to realize, like, to understand how someone else feels like when they're telling you hurt them. You'd be like, but I didn't say it like that. Because in your mind, you didn't purposely try to hurt them. You know what I mean? It's really hard to like put yourselves in those shoes. It takes a very, very, very emotionally mature person to do that. And a lot of us just ain't. You know what I mean? So I think they both have some complaints about each other, but you know, they're not putting themselves in each other's shoes. They're just speaking from where they are. But there's definitely some love there to still be crying like that. Yeah. But no, I think nobody wants to go first. Like, lower your gun. No, you lower your gun. You go first. No, you go first. And being in public in front of everybody does not help it because nobody wants to go out like that. Everybody wants to be the one that you come to me. So I don't know.
Dustin?
Yeah, well, first of all, let's get back on that therapist lady, right? I don't know who the hell she thought she was talking to. Right. That's got to be she friends with somebody. The way she was yelling at them and shit. Like, yeah, and it's supposed to be a Belle collective. Like, the way she was talking to them. My therapist has never spoken to me like that. So I was like, yo, this must just be her homegirl, like Blue said. So I didn't know what that was about. Really, it felt like she was auditioning to be on the show. She felt like she was trying to like be performative in that way, like make a
Ayana cosplay.
And it don't never work. Cause shit like that, right, Blue. Cause shit like that actually gets on the producer's nerves. Like Carlos, you see that face he just made? That's because when people do things like that, just word to the fly. You know what I'm saying? When people do shit like that, it actually irritates the very people that they're trying to impress. Just putting that out there. Second of all, Latrice is madder than Letitia. Latrice is more mad. Letitia would make up, and Letitia be like lightweight, putting a little olive branch out there a little bit when they be in the heat of the argument and shit. But Latrice is fixated on. She is determined to not budge. You know what I'm saying? And it's making any sort of reconciliation feel impossible at this point as a viewer. Because Latrice mad than a motherfucker. She would have went on and fought Letitia. If wasn't nobody been in the middle of them, and Glenn, when it came out there and intervened, Latrice was ready to fight. Yeah. She is hurt. She mad as hell for whatever reasons. And based off of what happened last season, you would actually think that Letitia would be the one with the axe to grind and mad as hell based on the whole Amanda of it all from last season. But this season, Latrice is like, nah, fuck that. Like, it's a full stop.
Oh, the retrograde done took our brother. What?
Do you think they really was gonna fight? Or it was one of them things, I'm just gonna like do that, like the
were they bucking?
They bucked. I was like, is that a real buck or was that like because I bucked before and I'm like, oh, I hope you don't meet me halfway because I really don't want to.
You and Jennifer Williams almost fought in the parking lot?
Oh, I wish I would have hit her.
Wow.
No, that's my one regret on reality TV. That is my one regret. I wish I would have. I would, because she did some evil shit on that show, Carlos. I wish I would have. That's the one. I wish I would have chose violence. I do. And
you've been telling me, Claudia Jordan, your biggest regret on reality television, is not violently getting into it with Jennifer Williams.
She's earned it. The way I was reaching out and giving her olive branches when her mom was sick, and I really felt bad. And that was I no shade on her. Like that situation, and even how I came around at the end and try to rally everybody else to show up for her, and people did not. And the way she threw my gifts away that I had for her mother.
Yeah, that's nasty.
On camera, and the way she like went out of her way to get like the stuff with my ex, like that I was long over. She did a lot of stuff. She crossed way too many lines. And I had no beef with this girl before the show. Like, you was doing it because before that, you was getting punked left and right by Evelyn. So you used me as your redemption to look like a tough girl when you're not a tough girl. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, she's lucky to have a glass of water.
Claudia, stop.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Claudia was talking about beating up Jennifer. Well, not beating up Jennifer.
Claudia Jordan revealed that her 30-year career on reality television, Price is Right included, and everything else in between, that her biggest regret, Dustin, is that she did not hit Jennifer Williams on the next 15.
I should have whooped that trick.
I feel you. There's some asses I should have whooped too.
I think that was the one time people could be like, she earned that. She earned it. And you know she's scary. Like, she was trying to be tough on me. You know what I mean? And it's been the past. I know she'll probably be mad. Oh, she's still talking about me. Yeah, bitch, I did. I am.
Wait, that's her voice? That's the impersonation? That was Joan Rivers. What the?
Claudia, this way. Where's your designer clothes? It's whatever. Okay, that's I'm not Dustin. I can't do impersonations that good. But anyways, in that moment when I blocked her in the parking lot and she was like running her mouth and I said, say it one more time. I had a moment where I was like, I really wanted to do it. And I was like, big picture.
Ramos said, see murder, don't do it. He grabbed it. I'm like, what's about to? Thank you, Karamo.
Karamo was definitely, yeah. It was too many. It was like too many on one. I thought all the scenes were all going to be all nice and about like the show and I watched the show. Every scene's about me being a hoe. I'm like, you all are fucking except me. I'm the only one who wasn't fucking on that show.
I believe you.
And you don't want me to say who was fucking who.
I do. I want you to say.
Yeah, go for it.
4 beats.
Dustin, is there anything? Dustin.
No bricks.
We doing math now.
Claudia.
Carlos.
No.
Listen, first of all,
okay, that impersonation was spot on. That one you actually nailed.
You did a good job of that, Claudia.
I'm on demon time for 2026.
I was on the opposite for 2026.
You said you were a lover girl last week. Make it make sense.
Lover with men. Lover with men. With everybody else is getting demon time. I'm speaking my truth. Everybody has their truth. I'm speaking my truth. I should have. She earned it.
Claudia, the next time that happens where you want to hit somebody, but you know you can't because you have too much to lose, just grab them by the neck so they can feel the force of your hand.
I should have. I should have. And I really regret it. Like, I regret that.
Don't ask me how I know that.
And they're going to clip this and make me seem like I want to fight her now. I already know what's going to happen now. Tomorrow, she's too old. She's pressed. She's whack. I hate her. She's finished.
Claudia, one of your fans has a question for you.
I'm a girl to good girls. It's not a blanket. It's not blanket. It ain't just because you got a vagina. It's because you a good girl. If you a cunt. Oh, sorry.
The one word.
The one. Literally, the one word.
I'm sorry.
The one word the one word you can't say.
I'm
sorry. Can you repeat that?
Okay. See you next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday.
Lord.
I'm sorry. My bad.
It's all good. They're like the what? Okay. So raindrops. Belle Collective. If you missed Friday's episode, go on the OWN app and watch it. Okay.
It was good as hell.
Thank you so much. We will be very grateful for that. And Huntsville 2 is back. Watch that.
I got a Huntsville question. I'm sorry before we close the
No,
door
please.
on shows. When Martell start claiming Ariana like that, that's some new shit. Cause all that waxing poetic he was doing in his confessionals on this episode, I don't remember that. I don't remember none of that. I remember him saying she was a peasant. I remember him going at, which Martell be lying all the time on the show, so whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that did not feel genuine. You know what I'm saying? Not in a world where Sheree Whitfield existed and all these other people have been in the space in between there. You know what I'm saying? And now this is, a good girl. She's a good girl. Maybe she gonna keep on going. Maybe we can get to that ring. Nigga, please. Please.
Wait, that sounds like Donkey from Shrek. I love it.
That's all. Yeah, she's a good girl. And get to that ring. Yeah, doing all that shit, lying. I just would like to know.
Friend, huh? You really like him.
I love all of my cast members.
No, you don't.
Oh, come on.
No, you don't.
I do love all of my cast, Claudia.
But I think you like him a lot. I think he's the male Porsha for you.
No.
Oh.
I think it's Marceau. Marceau is the male Porsha.
Everyone thinks Marceau. Listen, the Carlos favorite of every show is always a hot topic. Just so you know, the world, even Kimmy on the show, she said, everybody knows Carlos' favorite guy on the show is Marceau. I don't have a favorite.
But you just repeated it though. So I don't have a favorite, but somebody else said I had a favorite. It's not me though.
Let me ask the Raindrops. Who's my favorite Belle cast member on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Okay. So anyway, I'm sure the comments gonna be real messy. I don't give a shit. Because this is Monday.
But it is nice that he's claiming his woman.
I was shocked. I said, well, damn, I didn't even know they was together like that. I just thought they had a baby. And I know they'd be off and on, like when he out of other relationships, you know what I'm saying? They be back on and shit like that. So I didn't know. But for him to get in the camera and do all that, it just was weird to me.
You know why?
It might have just been the moment.
It's beautiful because, like, love wins.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Is that what that was?
And in this case, the win is spelled W-H-E-N. Win.
Yes, love
wins.
Yes. I love you guys. Listen, the thing. Okay, so when it comes to Martell openly speaking about it, the thing is this that we are now knowing. I feel like we always knew this, but we're now just like talking about it. Is the fact that she has always been around, and Dustin is right. At one point, he was dating Sheree Whitfield. They weren't exclusive, but he was dating her. And
publicly, like
you said,
you know
what
I'm saying? Like publicly with her in a way that
No. So one of the things that we did explore this season was the reality of like what is happening. And I think with Martell, and you'll see more this season, he does answer a lot about the state of his relationship with her. Look, as we all know, when it comes to this type of show, these type of shows, reality, you shoot it, and then it airs a year later, and then everything changes. So all I can say is at the time of filming, that was how he really
reality felt. Okay.
That was the reality at the time of filming. I don't know the state of it right now. We have 14 more episodes to go, so we'll find out at the beginning. Okay.
Well, I'm excited. Yes,
but no, it's very, very, very interesting. Speaking of married couples and cheating allegations, the latest between Yandy, Smith, and Mendici, Claudia, Blue, and Dustin. Blue, you clear your throat every topic is so funny.
I'm trying to work on my face. I have a poor poker face. I'm trying.
We all do, apparently. You're not alone. You're not alone. Because trust me, like Claudia said, when they clip these clips, they literally they'll watch Claudia talking, and they'll say, "Look at how Blue Claudia doesn't or reacted to it." I'm like, we didn't say anything.
Mind you, we listening.
Active listening. Yep.
But they love to do that. Okay, Claudia, I would love for you to go first in this one. So, Raindrops. Yandy on the recent episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the girls asked her, is it true that she was cheating on Mendici? As you all know, Yandy's best friend / former employee, I don't know his title, I think assistant, it could have been something else. He revealed that Yandy was messing around with his man. And as you all know, it blew up the internet. For the first time, Yandy has discussed it on the show. And she said, Claudia, that she doesn't consider it cheating. That her and Mendici had a conversation about where they were in their relationship. And she said that they pretty much had an understanding that they both were allowed to see other people. And number one, she's not legally married. Number two, yes, they do live together with their children, but she says she does not consider it cheating because they were allowed to see other people. Claudia, do you agree with that notion that this is not cheating?
Of course, Black women don't cheat.
Oh,
Ooh, I like this.
Black women don't cheat. And first of all, if we do cheat, we cheated second. If we cheat second, it's not cheating. It's called getting your lick back. If you cheat on me and then I go, I'm not cheating on you, sir. I'm evening the score so I can tolerate looking at you. So I'm sorry. No. If the world knows you've been out in these streets and I held you down while you was in prison, put money on your books, no. Sorry. Yandy's innocent.
Dustin?
You know, I'm gonna have to roll with Claudia on this one. I honestly like Yandy, the way she laid that shit out, it made sense to me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, you know, if we putting a case together, you know what I'm saying? I was persuaded. You know what I'm saying? So I believed in her. You know what I'm saying? The great Yandy Hope and shit. I agree. Yandy Luther King Jr. You know what I'm saying? She done a lot for our people. You know what I'm saying? If Yandy want to get a little head or whatever on the side, let her, you know what I'm saying? Oh well, shit, she earned that.
All the great civil rights leaders got a little Martin Luther King
All of them
Jr.
was cheating. All of them. Yep.
Yeah.
All of them.
The
All
greater
of them was
good
cheating.
trumps those little indiscretions here and there.
Yep.
But
It's the activism tax.
Yep.
Yeah.
They said Coretta Scott King would be putting that roller in her hair, cussing Martin's ass out about them women calling that house. We all heard them rumors. So Yandy she deserved a little head. She held it down, paid all the bills and shit. You know what I'm saying? For all them years while he was in jail and, you know, and then stayed down. So if lady want to, you know, let somebody lick on her a little bit, let her go on and do it.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Anything that happened while he was in prison doesn't count anyways. Because
on both ends.
Yeah, because
literally.
You know what I'm saying?
On both ends,
Who
yes.
knows? And you know, it's kind of like a pause. It's kind of like you know, like a break in a season. You know, it's like a part, the A season, the B season, the time in between. It doesn't count. Commercial break, it doesn't count.
Go Yandy.
Look, man, she doesn't know what happened when he dropped the soap. She's showed that man so much grace for so long that I think if she can look away and keep it pushing, that he needs to return the favor. It feels like Ross and Rachel, we were on a break, that infamous episode from Friends. Do not send me back to the streets and be upset that the streets welcomed me back.
Right.
That's how I feel, right? Like if you want somebody to be with you in a relationship, then you are together. If you separate, then I'm separate. Words mean things. So I think he felt a way, but I don't think she actually cheated. Not like Jazzy Jeff from Fresh Prince.
She was. Y'all seen that motherfucking video? And she was
inappropriate. Remember us different, guys. It's Mercury retrograde. Remember us.
And
what is wrong with y'all?
And plus, didn't she get the head in London? Like, if it's overseas, like it wasn't even American soil. You know?
Everybody know Europe. You know.
I honestly think that she is good enough.
No, time out. Listen, first of all, disclaimer, obviously I'm friends with Yandy in real life and I love her. This has nothing to do with Yandy. I'm gonna say that. But I gotta call out the ladies, okay?
The ladies.
If a man did this, let's say Yandy was in jail for 6 months due to her activism.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. And Raindrops comment. Let's say Yandy went to jail for activism, and she was in the slammer for 6 months to a year, right?
Yes.
If Mendici cheated on Yandy with a woman in Colombia, this would be a very.
That's not what happened, though. No, the question is flawed. That's not what happened.
Come on.
That's not what happened. That's not what happened. No. If Mendicis was holding her down and she went to jail and had a little licky boom boom in the thing, because we know what child, was doing whatever she was doing for them 8 to 9 months, and she came out and he was aggrieved and said, I've been through a lot and I just feel like we're not communicating, and they agreed to a break and he gets some head on a break, I would actually be okay with that. To me, it's not a gender thing. We're on a break. Do not send me back to the streets and be mad the streets welcome me back. The minute he agreed to a break, it was up and it was stuck, in my opinion.
For me, it's a jail thing, because the minute that he came home, I'm telling you, it's a jail thing. And here's why. Because when Mendicis came home and said that he didn't know if he would hold Yandy down the way she held him down, remember that shit? Remember that when he came home and had that horrible ass attitude, stank ass attitude after the sacrifices that Yandy made for him and for me and you as Black people. You know what I'm saying? Yandy didn't sacrifice a lot. And I just thought that was in very poor taste. And it really made me look at Mendici differently on that show. So I don't give a fuck about her cheating on him. That's what his ass did, the way he did her after he came home and acted like what she did supporting him during that bid wasn't shit.
And she didn't cheat, so you don't have to worry about it. She didn't actually cheat.
Again,
we have a case, Carlos. It's the people versus Carlos King on this.
I mean, when you have the audacity to fix your mouth after I held you down while you were in, and I ask you, would you have done the same? And you, him and Han, and you don't immediately say yes, no. I should have cheated more, actually. And
she should have done it in front of him. She should have got ahead while he was in the room. She lucky you're not dealing with me.
She should have made a sex tape.
Yep.
But the fact that it happened overseas, listen, this is why our client is innocent, Carlos King. The people, our client, first of all, international soil. Okay.
Happy International Women's Day on top of that.
Exactly. Right there. That just nullifies it. I moved for the court to dismiss this case against our client. First of all, international soil. Second of all, she was doing work for the people. She was working on behalf of the people. Who knows if the man that she allegedly was messed with was not a person that she just needed to act like she was into just so she can get some intel to fight the greater cause, to fight for our people. I think she was doing research with the African Americans Negro versus the Negro in London. I don't think this has anything to do with her own personal desires. I think it was for the people. I think this was a work-related
reparations, Claudia's reparations.
And then, of course, and because we also, I'm using the Chewbacca defense, we also need reparations. So I think she did this for the greater good of all of us, like my co-counsel Dustin said here. And and with all that being said, I moved to dismiss this case against Yancy. She's innocent. And do we have any video? Do we have video of insertion actually taking place where we see a P9 going into her vagina? No, we don't. So it's all hearsay.
Multiple penises calling you, but no, stop. Okay,
but it's here. Isn't it hearsay though? Do we know for a fact? Who says that
she admitted to it? She admitted to it.
She was under the influence and she was exhausted from her activism.
Have you watched Dustin the entire time? You know that video of the lady with the bonnet who's behind the man while he's arguing? She's like, yeah. He's like, yep. That was Dustin the entire time. Yep.
I don't know why we even have this discussion. I mean, we are in World War III. We're on the cusp. We're in World War III right now. We're talking about cheating.
Black women don't cheat.
Black women don't cheat. They are the backbone of civilization. Okay.
Yeah.
So
now, what we will take her ass to task for is wearing that California Angels hat and saying it is an Atlanta hat in the heat of an argument. You know what I'm saying? That's what we will take Yandy to task for.
Yep, the fashion
but getting your titty sucked in London, please. That is not no.
Titty sucked in London could be a Drake track. I like that.
It's not even cheating though. Like a titty suck is what is that? Like maybe it was a massage. Like that's what happens in a massage. Like it was a massage.
You know what, Yandy? Get your freak on. Okay, that's what you do, Yandy. Get your freak on, baby. You good.
Claudia, only because I know you are on demon time, I'm going to post this question somebody has for you.
Come on now.
Oh,
Well,
no.
I don't like white men. I'm not attracted to white men. Okay. Wasn't you dating to Rudy? I don't answer questions. Where's the punctuation? And you
Butterfly in the sky.
yes.
Right.
I
And
like
got the nerve to have truth in their name.
let me tell you something. And Dustin, my friend here, and Carlos can attest to this. Blue, you haven't been around my men's. I don't think.
No, I met one. He was fine and big. I met one.
Oh,
okay.
In Vegas.
right? Blue. Me and Dustin have little records saying of all of our girls, Claudia's roster is the best I have ever seen.
Yeah, she don't play. She don't play.
Yeah, no, I ran into Claudia in Vegas, and there was a strong back man from Texas. And I said, "Oh, I see you, friend." Yeah.
I only date fine shit. So if you see an old decrepit old white man next to me, he's probably a lawyer, my accountant, or my driver.
And this is why you know these people ain't shit online, because that person's name was Truther. And that's it. Did you see that? That name was Truther, one something or whatever. And they coming up with lies. Don't be believing these motherfuckers online, y'all, that try to tell you that they know the truth and all that other. No, you don't. You just another motherfucker online. That's it.
Yes, Ilion Mac. Listen, Claudia got some sleep and this is on the back tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the good thing about our friendship is I know when Claudia sees a comment that she's gonna have fun with. So that was all
Rudy,
fun.
Jill, I'm offended that you would think I would ever be with a gremlin like that. I like
My God.
and younger, not like young, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like not 60s and 70s and 80s. I don't do that.
Remember all that shit was running down his head and face and all that? Now that's a horrible person. You want to talk about a horrible person?
Yeah.
He looks like it. He definitely looks rancid and dank.
Armpit sweat. He like I've heard he smells like armpit sweat.
And he got the veneers on the top down, but not the bottom. So the top is white and the bottom is like brownish hue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Awful.
How did we get here? Where's Deborah Cox? How did we get here?
The thing is, I was trying to light the mood. Okay, so moving on.
I'm getting asked for a picture right now. Hold on.
Wait, is that in front of people?
From my date.
You have a date tonight?
No, I had one in this. I had one.
Justin was a part of?
Yeah.
Oh, you still seeing him?
Yeah, part 2 this weekend.
Part 2.
All right. Well, guess what? We'll be back next Monday for that. All right. So Claudia, Dustin, and Blue. Dustin, I want to get your first thoughts on this. So
all right.
Andy Cohen on his radio show revealed that he has watched the first episode of the new season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, which is airing Sunday, April 5th, which happens to be Easter. Claudia, save the jokes. Okay. So there's a joke there that I'm sure you will think about and say later. But Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17, is debuting April 6th on Easter. Andy Cohen watched the first episode and he said that he watched K. Michelle and he described K. Michelle as a superstar and expressed extreme excitement about her performance in the interview chair, which y'all call confessionals. He even went so far as to say her presence on the show is a delight. Dustin, what are your thoughts on that?
I believe it. K. Michelle is funny as hell. We all know that. She made us laugh for years on Love and Hip Hop. You know, whether you love K. Michelle or hate her, you know she's funny. And so, of course, she's going to shine in that interview chair talking shit about other people. You know what I'm saying? She's good at that. So she is going to be entertaining. She's going to come with the jokes. And I believe every word he said. So I saw that coming.
Blue?
I think after Angel and them, K. Michelle was probably a welcome detour because she's the complete opposite. That man has been hungry for a while. Okay. He was starving. So he saw her like a big old steak. Also, you know, Andy, the whole time he was talking, I felt like he just wanted to say, I'm tickled by black mess. Like it felt real Mr. Burns. Like he's just tickled by messy black shit. So I'm sure he had him a time. I also, though, think that K. Michelle doesn't give enough credit. If K. Michelle had come out during the time of like New York and Nene, I think she would actually be a contender on that Mount Rushmore of like reality girlies. And because she has a quickness to her, right? And a hunger. When she gets mad, she gets hungry. She gonna eat your face. And you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. So I have no doubts it's going to be amazing. I will say I think that Drew has an audacity that's slightly delusional but excellent for reality TV. Well, she'll see, a burning building and run into it like, oh, what's in there? So she doesn't even know to run from K. Michelle. So I think the Lulu of Drew and the ferocity of K. Michelle is like a perfect storm for a dumpster fire of good television. I can't wait to see it.
Claudia?
I love that he was giving Real House of Atlanta love. And, people have been complaining like they don't get as much love from him, especially with promo pictures and redoing stuff and putting the same money into it. So hopefully that will change and they will get back to, that is to me, that's the show that blew up the franchise, of all of them. I think, of course, it's going to be entertaining. I'm looking forward to it. I think this trailer makes last season look boring. And look, it's like it's gonna be. I think it looks like it's like many levels up. Like at first, we're like, okay, all that drama with Britt and some of the stuff that fell flat towards the end. I'm looking forward to it. I know people came from my neck about saying the whole love and hip hop comparison, but meaning energy wise, right? It's gonna be a lot of energy. I think it's gonna be a lot of energy this year, and it looks like never a dull moment. I think is gonna be this season. That's what it looks like so far. Hopefully, I'm not wrong, but it looks like that.
Is Phaedra in it?
Yeah, she is.
Because we noticed that Bravo has had a problem sticking the landing with bringing vets back into the fold. Like we mentioned how the Monique comeback was kind of clunky when she came back to Potomac. Phaedra's comeback was kind of clunky when she came back to Atlanta. So I'm just curious why they seem to have such a tricky time folding the vets back in. I don't know what that's about. Carlos, you're the producer. Is there like yes, you. Is there like a science to bringing an OG back into the fray without it being so awkward and weird?
Yes. I mean, all right. Masterclass in session. All right, let's go. So first of all, that's a very good question. To answer your question, yes, there is a science to bringing back a veteran or an OG to any reality show. The thing is this, and I have two thoughts about it. I do think at some point there are certain people who are on these shows for a long period of time who should be put on pause for several reasons, whether the storyline has run dry. I don't know anybody in real life that has an amazing storyline every year. It's unrealistic to think that somebody's life is that interesting. We're watching the Kardashians. I think me and Blue maybe watching the Kardashians on Hulu.
I ain't watching
I know. That's what I'm like. I think Blue. Wait, Blue, are you watching?
Yes, I am alone.
Okay. I look at the Kardashians and I think, listen, you can't negate what they brought the first 10 years on E. The Hulu show, to me, is nothing but a commercial for their products. It's weak in storylines. And the reason why it's weak in storylines is because we've seen so much from them that there's no way they can top what they already gave us. And that's why when you look at some returning vets or OGs, the reason why it feels clunky or is not fitting, honestly, is because you have to ask yourself two things. Do they have something interesting going on now besides the stunt casting, besides the stunt of the headline? We all love a good, oh my God, that person's back, yay. Do they have enough to give us for 20 weeks? And I think the mistake that producers make is not casting people that, yes, this is a great announcement. However, is it sustainable?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it sustainable? Do they make sense in this new collective? Does it make sense for them to be a part of this new regime? So yes, Blue, there is a science to it. And that's why even when you look at bringing other reality stars from other networks on these shows and it being a bunch of like, whatever, switcheroo and crossover, it can work too if it makes sense. And one thing Andy said about K. Michelle He said she has real connections with Porsha and with Pinky Cole as well. So we'll see. But the thing is, I've said this publicly. I hate stunt casting. I'm not going to bring somebody back because it's a great announcement for a day.
Right.
It makes no sense. I would bring Claudia back. Claudia, to me, is the Heather Locklear of reality television.
Heather Locklear.
And I know,
Heather hair. What else?
No. I know I'm dating myself. So in case you all went to the Aaron Spelling School of Television like I did, you would know that Aaron Spelling publicly said that Heather Locklear was somebody who you would throw in a show to make it spicy and great and people to watch. Like, I think you're that for sure. So it can work, but it just has to make sense.
I think
also,
okay.
My bad, but also both of those cases specifically, when it comes to Monique and Phaedra, they brought them in the middle and towards the end of the season, so it already felt like weird. You know what I'm saying? Like both of them, to me, that bringing the motherfucker in mid-season shit, that does not work to me. If you're gonna be a part of the show, be a part of the show for the entirety of the filming schedule, because it feels disjointed. All last season on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, it had that dark ass cloud over it from the whole Brit Edie and Kenya Moore drama. The season just felt off, and then Phaedra coming at the end, ruining everything. Like
that made no sense.
None.
And Dustin and I agreed last year. I'm not cutting Dustin off. I'm actually exciting. Listen, bringing somebody back for 2 episodes at the end made no sense to me whatsoever. And that's what I mean about like just doing things for it doesn't work. And
it felt desperate. It felt very desperate the way.
It didn't need that. It just didn't need it. Listen, I enjoyed last season of Atlanta Housewives. I'm looking forward to this season with K. Michelle and Pinky, of course. But Claudia.
It was desperate because of the whole Brit Edie and Kenya thing. So they threw a Hail Mary and thinking, because like, I see the fans saying, Phaedra, we want her to come back. And then it like so much was put on it. Like she was going to come and save the day, but no one could have saved the day with 4 episodes or whatever she got. And then I kind of feel like Phaedra's a little bit lazy on reality TV now because she feels like I'm an OG and she's just because she's a legacy person. She's been on the show for a long time and her past reputation was enough to sail on through. She was lazy. All Phaedra did the entire season was make faces and just look down her nose with a ridiculously blonde wig. That's it. Like that's all she did was like, that's it. The whole season.
She was cosplaying her own memes. It was weird to watch. Like, yes, we all have Wi-Fi. Relax.
It was, and it was like, Phaedra, like, we do know you have reading capabilities. You've done it in the past. We know you are good when it comes to that. One of the better ones of reality television, right? Some would argue, but where was it? And again, in her defense, and I can't believe I'm even saying this, but when you get 4 episodes, you're not really ingrained with the group. You're kind of getting on the tail end. You're trying to play catch up. And I think when you try to come in and play catch up, you almost go too hard because you're trying to make up for lost time and just be extra mean or extra judgy or whatever the thing is you're doing. And it doesn't make sense why you're 4 episodes in. Like, it was annoying. But I don't know. I think this year with K. Michelle and all the other vets, all the people coming back, I don't even think she was needed this season unless you're going to show us who she really dating, what jobs she really does have, her life. Show us something that's real, not fake. Show us something real, instead of just making faces. Because making faces, I mean, I know you signed with Wilhelmina, so you think you're a model, but like that's just not enough to just give face on a reality show. You have to give more than that. Yeah.
Speaking of giving something real, Raindrops, Claudia, Dustin, and Blue. The latest update in Porsha's love life is the fact that she has declared that she is in love with her girlfriend, Sway. They spent time in Bali together on a $3,000 a night Bali vacation. In this, she captioned, "I love you." Claudia, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think Porsha has finally found love now that she is with this woman when she's been with men her whole life?
Has she?
Well,
Claudia, how does it
What Candy say? She puts the B in LGBT.
yeah.
Remember Candy said that? Candy been told y'all.
And Candy would know.
Claudia, I'm like doing a stare down with you.
You're doing what?
We're not about to do a stare down.
Oh, yeah, we're like that meme with Diddy and the guy in the
They
competition.
just stared at each other. Did she? Was she?
Come on, Carlos, that's your bestie. You know.
Wait,
You know.
does. I don't know what anyone does. Listen, she's been married twice to men. This is the first public relationship she has had with a female. And a lot of people are making a big notion that she did say, I love you, as they are on a $3,000 a night vacation in Bali. So do you think now that she's with a woman, could that have been the missing pieces in her love puzzle?
Can I shoot her some Belle real quick? Because I have actually been in Bali with a stud. So I actually have.
Blue.
Funny enough.
Oh my gosh, Blue.
Mother has lived. And I'm going to tell you, they're very convincing. I too thought I was in love until I got home. So let's see where we are by June.
She looks happy, but you're always happy in the beginning of a relationship. But who knows?
Look up the word love bombing, okay? Look up the word love bombing because I saw the videos. We would have all been in love, okay? I know I'm not even joking. I have been in Bali with a stud. I hope she doesn't see this. I'm not talking about you. But like, it's one of those things where the vibe, the ambiance.
Yeah.
I have a friend who even said, she was like, watching you be pan has made me realize I want a straight man who dates and courts like a lesbian.
Oh.
Well, lesbians go on great vacations.
They do. They do it right.
They go on great vacations. Yep. And they move fast too. Everybody knows the joke about the U-Haul and all that shit. Like, so to me, this tracks. This is what relationships like that look like. You know what I'm saying? So, and Porsha dives head first, no pun intended. God, Porsha dives head first into relationships anyway. You know what I'm saying? We've seen her do it. We've seen her do it multiple times. She even did it with Simon. So you know what I'm saying? Like, this is typical.
Oh, Sway's a self-made millionaire. Okay. Sway does seem, listen, I don't know Sway. I just met her at the premiere real quick. She seems cool. I mean, and I don't know if it's love bombing or not. I don't know those people like that. And anything I say is gonna be taken as hate, whatever. But listen, we all can attest to the beginning of a relationship and the first 6 months feels so good no matter who it is. So only time will tell. We'll find out on the show, but it looks like they're happy. Mm-hmm. And it looks like they're happy. I don't think this is the first time she's been with a woman. I don't. I mean, Candy even said it. You know what I mean? And hey, if she likes it, I love it. And it's also
some of the girls pick women for love and men for money. This stud has both.
Yeah, and it also is just so happens that it was right on time to have a good storyline. No, if you can kill two birds with one stone, like I love this person or I like them a lot, and we're starting in 2 weeks, like that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a win-win. But I do think she does look happy, but she also looks very happy with Simon. And she also looked very happy with Dennis. And she also looked happy with that NBA guy. And she also looked happy. No,
Claudia, come on. Wow.
Claudia.
But I think Portia's like a free spirit. Like she's like, you know what? Whatever. Like this makes me feel good. So I'm going with it. I ain't mad. Listen, y'all, they gonna find a way to make this hate. I am not hating. Like I said in the beginning of the show, love wins.
No, love win. That's what we said at the beginning of the show. Love win. Dustin is so proud of you right now. Look at him. He's like a proud pappy. Like, yes, get her again.
Well, no, I just, look, Porsha seemed happy to me. They having a good ass time in Bali. Yeah. Even if she is using the girl Sway, that's her name, right? Sway is her partner's name. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if she's using Sway for a storyline, then Sway be used. Like Bill Withers said, use me up then. If that means that I get to go on fabulous vacations, sleep with you, you know what I'm saying, and be on TV, win, win, win. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at neither one of them personally.
I don't think it's fake. I don't think it's fake at all. I do think
No.
I think they're into each other. I don't think it's
Yeah, I
fake
think
at
it's real.
all.
I don't think it's fake either. And I mean, I not to give away what's going to happen this season because obviously we need to watch every episode. But what I do believe we already saw in the trailer, so I'm not saying anything too much. You will see a transition.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
So that big old man in the beginning, yeah, and then it was
yeah. So you'll see the transition and the progression of it.
Yeah, she looked happy with him too, like really happy. So I think she's just a happy person. Oh, I'm being a hater. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not. Listen, it looks like it's gonna be a fun season for her.
Yeah, look, she's in love, and I do want to ask you this, Dustin, because one of the topics, one of the comments was people saying that it appears to be socially acceptable for women to dip in and out of the lady pond. That she could date a woman and then date men and nobody bats an eye, but that God forbid if a man decides to dip in the man pond, he's forever considered gay, and there's no celebratory notions for that. Do you think there is some truth to that?
100%. That's all facts. People look at it totally differently, and it just is what it is, and it's fucked up and unfair. And it's the cause of a lot of people having secretive behavior, you know what I'm saying, because of the stigmas and shit and the judgment that is attached to homosexual activity, period. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot of bravery to just be gay and live your life out here, out in the open. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, because of the double standard and because of all the things that work against you, you know what I'm saying? They don't do that. But yes, I believe that's absolutely true. They think it's sexy when girls mess around and they think it's disgusting when guys mess around. That's the reality. That's the world we live in. So
Yeah.
sucks, but that's just the way it is. Yup. We
So,
gay, Carlos. We ain't nothing but some homos forever, Carlos.
yeah, and that's the thing. Listen,
forever.
Oh, what thoughts was that? Listen, I literally have no desire to be with a woman. I don't rise to the occasion when I'm around women. It's soft like Pillsbury Doughboy.
Is there no woman that can make it hard?
No, and listen, of course the running joke is Carla has a crush on Porsha, and that's our thing or whatever. But the actual rising to the occasion, my shit will be soft like mashed potatoes. Hey, Claudia. So
yeah, you're not attracted to women.
Wait a minute. So we have two gay men, a straight woman, and a pansexual. Is it like a GLAAD award that we can be up for? Because I feel like
that's what I'm saying. Put us up for
one
it.
band, one sound in this bitch, huh?
I love us though. All right, two more stories before we go tonight. Update on the Wendy Osefo and Eddie Osefo case. Last week was the finale of the season of Potomac. However, last week was also the latest update in the Wendy and Eddie trial. Well, not trial, case. They haven't gone to trial yet. The latest, Claudia, Dustin, and Blue, and I'll start with you, Blue, is the fact that Wendy and Eddie have both been awarded to be tried separately.
Good.
They would not be tried together. Wendy wanted an immediate trial. They weren't able to do that. Eddie, on the other hand, wanted to wait until he and his team got everything together and for his trial to not be immediate. He was granted his. So, Blue, of course, since they have both been arrested, there's been tons of rumors, especially since we saw the scene where Wendy did ask about the state of their marriage. People are saying that them asking for separate trials could mean that Eddie is going to take the fall for it and allow Wendy to stay home to raise the kids.
Question? You have a question?
Do you agree with that notion?
I think that in the vein of like the Eugenes of the world, Mauricio before he left, and all the great husbands before them, that There are certain men when they have a wife who's going to be on a reality show, there's certain conversations that I'm sure that is had within the marriage about what this means for the relationship, right? It's almost like if you have a star athlete in your family or a big old actress who's going to be the next, Denzel in your family, the entire ecosystem kind of rises to support that person who's going to take them all someplace new. I think that Eddie loves his wife. I do believe that. I think she adores him. I think that he's already taken a fall for her when it came to his family. So he's not unfamiliar to sacrificing for her and their family. And that strategically speaking, us getting you out the way first, so we even know what we're working with. Like if you are innocent, great, I'll take the brunt of it and try to see if I can get an innocent verdict as well. If you are guilty, then we have to scramble and figure something out. I think this is proof that they're working as a unit. Whether he's taking a fall or not, to me, it's proof that they're being strategic and working as a unit. And I think watching Teresa and Joe Giudice from New York and seeing how that worked out, it's so wonderful that they're going to be separated because you have two chances now to keep the family intact. If it was a one and done, that would be really horrible for the kids. I think we often forget about the kids, right? These are children who are going to have to go to school and be made fun of. These are kids who are going to have to see their parents in the headlines. They're borrowing people's iPads, regardless of the child locks, to see what's being said. And I think this speaks to him being a good husband and a good father. And if he does take the fall, I don't think that necessarily means that they are guilty. I know we all kind of cackled about Pam Oliver and the 6'7" and all that other stuff, but on the chance that they're actually innocent, they're trying to figure out a way to keep their family together. And so it's the word fall for me feels more like cahoots. I think they're being strategic about how to keep the family unit intact. And I applaud it. I applaud it. And I do think Wendy's feelings were real. I do think Andy's devastated. He does have faves. You can tell that Wendy is one of his faves. And if she comes back, I want her to get the same treatment that Karen did and squandered. If she comes back, they better roll out the red carpet for her the way they did for Karen, because watching all these jailbirds on these different franchises, I think Wendy's already shown a dignity that some of the other girls have been lacking previous. Free Wendy.
Claudia?
Yeah, I agree with Blue. I think that even if it's not him taking the fall, it's two chances to get a not guilty verdict. You know what I mean? If it's together, like, one band, one sound, okay? They're going to find us guilty. We're both going down, right? And again, like she said, even if they're innocent, there's plenty of people that are in prison that are not quite, quote unquote guilty. Two chances to get off, two chances. And it's hard to get a conviction, right? Like they have to prove it beyond reasonable doubt, right? So I think that this is a smart move. I think it's smart to separate them and have two chances of saving their family. Yeah.
Dustin?
I agree 100%. I agree 100% with Claudia and Blue. It was definitely well applied strategy to me to even seek that. That they be tried separately, and it's what you're supposed to do. They're gonna have to figure out a way to manage this circumstance in the worst case scenario. You know what I mean? And that's what it looks like: separating the trials, just putting the pieces in place to have some sort of plan. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's exactly what they were supposed to do in that position.
And isn't it where you if you're married to someone, you can't be forced to testify against your spouse?
Yeah. You're protected from testifying against them, and also seeing what they do for her will help them with his case, because they're going to do their best shot with Wendy. So whatever they try with her, they can then use to figure out a game plan for Eddie.
Yeah, this is great for the defense, I believe.
Yeah. So there's no date set yet for the trial since Wendy requested her to be immediate. And Eddie wants more time. So we'll keep you guys updated, but that's the latest with that. Our last story of the night is the latest update between Quad and King. Excuse me, from Married to Medicine, where these two, in this most recent episode of the show that aired last night, are not on the same page. Claudia and Blue will love to get y'all thoughts on it. Me and Dustin recap this on Patreon. We'll still get his. But I'll start with you, Claudia. What happened in the episode last night was Quad revealed that King wanted to marry her. But the way he asked her was they were in the car together, and there's a courthouse that's around the corner. And as they're driving, he randomly says, you just want to go to the courthouse now and do it? And she said she thought he was joking. And she later learned that he was serious, and that ever since she declined the offer, he wasn't the same. He didn't treat her the same. Do you think that's a real proposal, and would you have done the same thing?
Well, you're talking to someone who got married at the Little White Wedding Chapel in Vegas in jeans on a whim with no witnesses. That we were just hanging out, and he said, "You want to get yeah, when? Right now? Okay, did it." And then it was used against me later on. So I think they both have points. I think they both have a valid point. He's probably like, "Well, I asked you," and then, but he knows that she wanted it the real way, and she's like, "Yeah, but listen, since we're little girls, little girls are conditioned. I feel like they should ban Cinderella. They give us these unrealistic expectations that we're supposed to have a humongous gesture for our proposal, and anything less than that is not thoughtful." Yeah, that was a little bit casual to do that. That was not a little bit, that was very casual, and he knows damn well that she wanted better than that. I can see why his feelings be hurt, but he should also be able to understand why she would be hurt by feeling a lack of some kind of effort. Like, come on, this woman is fabulous. Y'all are personalities now and on television. And when it goes left, which it has, that should be thrown back in your face. Well, if I was really serious about it, I would have gave you a real big proposal. I've heard that before. If I really meant it, and throw it back in your face. So you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. One side you could be like, "Oh, it's beautiful. We just couldn't wait. It was about the intent, not about the gesture." I think they both have valid points to feel away. But he should be a little bit understanding why that would kind of feel like a throwaway and not like a real, like he thought it out. We want the thoughtfulness. And he should know her better than that. He should know his woman better than that.
He does know her better. That's why he did like that. That was a setup. That's
how I felt.
Yeah, that was a setup. I don't think he has a valid reason to be angry. I don't think his feelings are hurt. I think his ego is bruised further. I think his ego was already bruised, and that he was trying to do this thing that men who are small. So if you're not a small man, in whatever sense you take that, it's not about you, okay?
Does that mean 5'8" under?
No, I don't mind short kings. My daddy was only 5'5", child. I don't know how I'm 5'9". Okay. It's not about short kings. Men who are small in the places it matters, right? Small men will always seek to Carlos got stuck. Small men will always seek for a way to diminish women with big energy. And watching that episode made me realize the bigness of her that turned him off when he saw his reflection in comparison to hers. When he realized that he wanted to diminish her, this is what happens when they neg you. They offer you scraps and see if you'll take it. And if you don't, their ego gets bruised, right? But the whole time she's talking, you can see that she's already been taught how to be emotionally intelligent to the point of coddling. When he says, "I don't like, you shout me out all the time, but I don't like how you show it." She didn't get defensive. She said, "How would you like me to show it then?" Mm-hmm. Zero defensiveness, right? When a woman who is that big and that powerful and that talented and that famous can be demure around you, and you're not man enough to step up to that, that tells me that you are a man who doesn't think he deserves it, and you will always find a way to sabotage it. I think the proposal, air quotes 10 times, was a sabotage attempt, subconscious sabotage, because now I'm going to force her to reject me so I have a place to house these feelings that were already pre-existing. He set that lady up and then made her feel bad about not falling for the bait.
And then he can hit it with, "Well, I asked you to marry me. You said no. You're the one that turned me down."
That's nasty work, King. Nasty work. We're on to you. I know what you are, King.
I'm sorry if my proposal wasn't as big as your last proposal, and I can't measure up to what you expect from me. I'm trying to do my best.
Claudia, we both been engaged a couple of times. We know what happens when they're doing the okie doke.
I remember getting a big old ring, and I remember getting nothing. Pina colada.
So, Claudia, she dodged a bullet. I'm happy her spirit guides, her instincts, the spirit of her grandmother, whatever was behind her ancestors were like, "Girl, we're not doing that. It doesn't." Yeah. Because had she been the kind of girl who was like, "Oh, let me just do it to make my man happy. We can have a big thing later," she would be in a whole other world of mess. Also, too, the scene that I saw of them talking about the IVF. Look about the clip of the way you guys held space for me and Claudia talking about our fertility journeys, right? The fact that our male co-hosts, our friends, had more compassion for us than her actual partner who she's trying to have a baby with.
Yeah, he was whack with that.
It's all nasty, and it's how men who are covertly abusive act. They don't abuse you by being ugly with you verbally or beating you up. They try to diminish and diminish and diminish until you forget who you are.
I wish men that feel a way about their big women, and I don't mean physical size, but they're big in spirit, big in personality, big in vibes, big in energy, would just leave us the fuck alone. Don't like, you know, you're not going to like it in 6 months. You know, you like it in the beginning, you know, that's an initial attraction, but you already know from people you dated before me that you don't really like it. So go get with someone more demure, more quiet, where you could be the star. You can feel like the big dog. Leave us alone.
No, they want to break us, Claudia. The whole thing is, can I break her?
Yes, it is.
Some women get broken.
Don't get us to humble us and then blame us and say that you were too much. You knew I was team too much when you first got with me.
Yep.
And you probably said it to your friends, and you want your ego. You want to break a sister down.
Claudia, did you see the comment? Somebody said at least she didn't get a picture frame.
Okay.
So, Dustin, before I get your thoughts, I do want to ask the girls this first. I know for a fact that, unfortunately, when it comes to female reality stars, it's hard to date and bring the guy on the show. Because once you do, they get the taste of fame. Okay? And that's listen, Jay-Z said it once. He said the most addictive drug in the world is fame. That when somebody gets it, for some, not all, but for some people, it's like they fiend for it. It's an addiction. They just need it, and they'll do everything for it. Why is it hard for the girls of reality TV who are big personality, big careers? They're that girl. When it comes to meeting a guy, it sounds good in the beginning, but in the end, what we have seen time and time again is that they show behavior of trying to humble the woman, but they also like the fame that they now have accrued. Is it because they are using these women as a stepping stone for the fame, and they want to show other women that they really do want what a boss they are in the ways they talk to them?
No, I actually think it's not as intentional. I think this is where it's tricky. I actually think the reality girls and what they go through is a really accurate display of what's happening with high-powered women in the dating pool in general.
Okay.
Even without the fame. The fame is very important, but what fame is to reality television, rent and utilities is to the everyday man who's trying to get him a big money girl. You know what I mean? As somebody who's been called big money more times than I would like to count, they're like, oh, what you mean a black SUV is picking you up? Oh, we ain't got to drive? Who's we? Why are you speaking French? There's certain men in this world who feel disempowered. We talked about the male loneliness epidemic. So you have to think about it. While women are rising systemically and making all this money and going to college and doing reality TV because of systemic oppression, men who are not equipped are having the male loneliness epidemic. They're not being taught. Let me take it back. Cis-het men. This is very specifically straight men. It's been studied. They're not being equipped with the emotional intelligence to deal with the shifting that's happening in the dating pool. They were taught by their fathers. We talked about this. Your value is in provision. So if she can provide better than me, I have no backup. Nobody taught me how to tap into my emotions, right? And if she wants to talk to a sensible man, she has homeboys. She has married homeboys that are already grandfathered in, or it's gay men who have more emotional intelligence because it's been fostered in them better. So what does she need me for? Every clip that we talked about, Huntsville even, it's a man who feels small, who doesn't have the language and is lashing out at the woman who loves him, who's trying to diminish for him. And so I think this is not just a fame thing. I think there's a gender disparity happening before our eyes because of a lack of mental health awareness. When a man is depressed, they've even said this, many men when they're depressed, they think they're horny. They don't even know that they want a hug. They think they want some sexual validation and attention, right? And so I think as long as we have a world full of girls who are all about therapy and getting their bag, and straight men who are being taught to like get angry and be incels and not go see the lady and get therapy for themselves, it's going to keep on growing. And fame is like seasoning salt that adds fire to something that was already kind of in flames to begin with. So it's bad already. I think they're just an exaggerated version of what's happening in the dating pool. My heart went out to Quad because I know girls with no fame and big direct deposits who are going through the same thing.
Yeah, I agree with Blue, girl. I do. I feel like it's the same. Girls on reality TV. It's just in front of people, but talk to business women, business owners, women that have it going on. It's the same
CEOs.
exact thing. It's just without CEOs. It's the same exact thing, and that's why a lot of women are opting out of relationships altogether. I think when women surpass equality and started actually doing better than some of the straight men that they're dating, it exposed something about men that outside of provision of money, when they don't have that to wave, to dangle over your head, a lot of them they're not developed emotionally. They don't have a personality. They can't sit in silence. They're awkward in silence. They're not confident. And a lot of men's worth and value came from money. And what I got, I remember a guy hitting on me that had I can get you a Benz. At the time, I'm like, I got a Benz truck. And he's like, well, I could do this. I said, I got all that. And he goes, well, damn. What? Like, he tried with the surface stuff first. I said, no, you have to get me with your personality and with your brain. And when I said that, it freaked him out. And it felt like a little boy was in front of me. And he had nothing to say. And I think these men on reality TV, similar to the men in the dating, out in the wild, a powerful woman, a woman on TV, a woman with the light around her, once they don't have that financial control of you, they can't financially abuse you and make you stay with them and blackmail you and stop, dangle food and sustenance over your head. And when it's one-on-one, it's just me and you got to talk to me. A lot of times they got nothing to say. Yeah. And I don't know what that falls on: bad parenting, growing up, not letting men express themselves as little boys and shutting them down when they try to cry or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I won't pretend to be an expert on that, but it is bad. And almost every powerful woman I'm friends with that's successful is single. And they say the men don't even bother approaching them anymore. They say the big money thing, or you got it. Or one time a guy said, well, you can pour into me, but I feel like I can't pour anything into you. And I thought it was so sad. I'm like, but I actually like you. Like your presence is enough. And they don't believe us when we say.
They never believe us. They never believe us when we tell them that.
It is. It's like, honestly, we work hard so we don't have to need you for these things. And we think that makes us more attractive, but it actually makes us less attractive to these men. And then they leave your ass and go with the girl that needs them for sustenance.
Yeah.
Fellas that are watching the show right now, Blue and I.
All the straight guys, Claudia, who watches Monday Night Live.
Yep,
all three of y'all, what's up?
The three straight men that are watching the show because their girlfriends made them. We are broke. Blue and I have lost all of our money. We have nothing going on. We're poor. So don't be intimidated. We're good. We need you.
Please, sir, can I have a piece of peen?
I'm starving. Will you feed me? Can I have $40 to get my hair done?
Right, $40.
Justin, what are your thoughts on this?
They knew what the fuck he was doing when he did that shit in that car. And he knew Quad wasn't having that. Mm-hmm. He knew exactly what he was doing. And that's the beginning and end of it. We spoke about it in depth over on our Married to Medicine review on Patreon. I can go check that out. But King knew exactly what he was doing. Said that was a setup for an exit. That's what that was. So there you have it.
He was talking to her kind of harsh when they were talking about the IVF. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, IVF. I'm like, wait, Dustin and Carlos didn't talk to us like, what the hell?
Yeah,
the thing with King is this. I'm gonna say this, and I don't have a bone in this fight, dog in this fight, whatever it's called, child.
Not a bone.
I have a bone.
Change that wording.
No, the thing with King is just one of my friends. She's a woman and she's born and raised in Jamaica, like born and raised there. And she watches Married to Medicine and she'll text me about her thoughts on the shows, whatever. And she had this thing about King. She was like, there's something about King. And I'm like, tell your girl Quads to stay away from him. I'm like, girl, I'm not gonna do that, right? But like, whatever. So long story short, the Jamaica trip, she found out he's from Jamaica. So mind you, she's Jamaican. She said, that's why I was triggered. He reminds me of everybody in my life who is from Jamaica, including my dad. And she said, Carlos, I can tell you, Jamaican men, they have this ego where they really do think you should worship the ground they walk on and they talk to you crazy. And granted, I don't think she was. Well, she was, child. I'm not saying this is all Jamaican men.
It's
but,
Caribbean men. Caribbean, pan out.
Yeah, I was gonna say she was telling me about a lot of my friends who are West Indian, Caribbean. They were saying that that's just the culture of those men, and I think the thing with King treated Quad like King treated Quad as if she should be happy that he chose her.
Yeah.
And it was sort of like, you should be happy that I'm even spending money to do this. And the one thing that he said in the one-on-one scene was when he was talking about how she talks to him, he said, you know, when you were going through this process. And it was sort of like, but y'all are doing this together. And I feel like, unfortunately, King was never invested in having a child with Quad. That's my thoughts on it. He talks to her crazy to me. I don't like how he speaks to her. And every time he says you, and your, he never talks about us. And I thought that was a red flag. And like Dustin said on Patreon, seeing them not together anymore, I think it's best for her to be single.
So do you think King
100%.
wanted his baddie chain?
Yeah, I do. I was turned off by the whole thing about him wanting a masculine son. Like that threw me off because it really spoke about like, okay, please tell me you're not one of those men who are homophobic.
Right.
I don't know if he is.
But what the fuck you trying to say?
Yes,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
yes, and for me,
Kind of premature to say that when you haven't even conceived.
Yes, because he has a daughter.
Calm down, sir.
Yes, he has a daughter. So to have this desire in 2026 to have a masculine son, to me is stupid, because masculinity isn't a personality. It's not a mannerism. It's what you ladies are saying that y'all want from men nowadays. Can you be emotionally available? Can you make me feel safe? Can you pour into me? That's masculinity, where you're not afraid of doing these things because you're afraid of being seen as a bitch. And I think that's the problem with a lot of these men, unfortunately, who don't understand how to date a woman of means. And that's the unfortunate part.
Hypermasculinity makes you sassy. That's why when she said that, I was like, oh, he's going to be triggered, but she didn't lie, though. Hypermasculinity is fragile. Like the hypermasculinity that cishet men choose, it's fragile. I always say this, and this is not the views of anybody else in this thing, so if you're mad, don't be mad at them. It hurts my heart that being around queer men who are comfortable with themselves and their sexuality and their masculinity while also showing tenderness is the kind of masculine safety that I thought I would be getting from straight men. And knowing it's possible in men in general is why I ache for it in straight men, because I know it exists.
Yeah.
So I know I didn't make it up, because I'm seeing it with my homeboys. Why can't y'all figure it out? And I'm like, oh, your daddy didn't raise you properly. And I'm being so sincere. Like they're cosplaying their fathers, but look at your father and your mother's relationship. Your mama looks miserable. I don't want to look like everything I've been through.
Yeah, right. Facts.
Right.
Yeah.
Walk around looking like we on fences.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
That movie is heavy. Jesus.
They look like what they had been through in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
too,
that's
man.
worse than Precious. Jesus.
I do think, and listen, you know, I like to be fair. I do think we have to make our Black boys feel safe to show emotion. And that does start at home. And I think to mothers who are raising boys on their own, you have to, because again, I'm not going to get into this because it's a celebrity sister who was chastising her son because she, I'm not going to.
I remember. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It starts at home, and it starts at the youth. You can't tell your son, boys don't cry. You can't tell your son, suck it up. You can't tell your son those things, because they are going to grow up and they're going to act out in various ways where they end up in jail, or they end up being womanizers, or they end up having 6 baby mamas. So I do think all of us, mothers, dads, everybody, we have to start raising our young, especially the Black boys, we have to start raising young Black boys to give emotion. And that is not soft. You're not a punk. You're not I'm not gonna say it. You're not those things that are, you know what I'm saying? sassy, drop the A and put the I. You're not those things. And I think what you said, Blue and Claudia, is so beautiful about me and Dustin, because I don't give a shit. And I know what it's like growing up being told all of those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to shake that shit off from what I was told by my dad and how my mother did her best to protect me against what she felt was going to be the world attacking me. Again, this was the 80s, so it was a different time. So it starts at home. And for the women who are successful, like Michelle Obama said, her mother raised her tough while she coddled her brother.
Yep.
And we have to undo all of that.
I have a cousin that was so mean to his son, and you know, you're gonna be say the F word, and you know, I'm like, yo, chill. Like, why can't he express himself that he's artistic and creative and emotional? Like, there's gotta be a way, straight fathers out there with your sons, to not shame your sons for having emotion and having feelings and think that's a bad thing, because then they grow up to be these one-dimensional woman beaters, angry, resentful,
ill-equipped.
Yeah, they can't even have a conversation. Everything you anything you say to them and you want to have a conversation to them feels like you're an attack to them, because they've never learned how to be emotional. They never had to learn how to express themselves except fighting, GI Joes, wrestling. They can't have a emotionally intelligent conversation, and then we got to deal with them. So please stop doing that to your sons and making them feel away. If they're gay, straight, who gives a damn? Be happy they're healthy and good people. I cannot stand that. I was so mad at one of my family members for doing that to his son, and then they have no relationship now, and he's like ostracized. He didn't really have a relationship with his dad, because his father like shamed him as a little kid. The kid was like a little boy. I was so mad about that. It's not cool. It's not.
Yeah. So, Raindrops, go on our Patreon so you can hear the rest of me and Dustin talk about Married to Medicine. Thank you, Claudia, Dustin, and Blue. I'm going to read the super chats right now.
So that tonight flew by. It feels like it went fast.
It did.
Okay, starring Little Mommy 3095. Can you start reviewing baddies? that is Dustin's favorite show. We will talk about it. Look at him.
He lit up.
I know. Stay tuned. Would you consider doing Charm School with Claudia? Maybe T.S. Madison and Monique too. Some people need help. I would do anything with those people, yes.
They say we need Charm School, like we need to be in Charm School to learn.
No. Hosting it. Hosting it.
Either way, there's a check. Either way.
Los, Dustin, Blue, Raindrop here. Come on, Claudia. Thank you, Lisa, Ernest.
Okay, big money. We see you, Lisa.
Don't call him big money, Blue.
I know.
I went to Stellwagen, Hamilton, Finney. Do we know each other? I graduated.
Wow.
I know. I went to all those schools except Denby. Just Milo, Detroit. Let me know if we went to the same year. Let me know. Claudia, Country Wayne, you look gorgeous from Yvette Boyd.
Oh, thank you. I did a skit with the country with Erica Pinkett when I was in Atlanta for the day. So thank you. I think it dropped yesterday. And then also today, the Nick Cannon We Playing Spades episode aired with me. I had Annie, my best friend, that we was talking trash, and Nick Cannon and his partner Courtney, they try to cheat in spades, so it's on my page. Check it out.
Did you actually know how to play spades before? Did you know
I did, right? But my best friend Annie never played spades in life, so I'm giving her the course like on the way there.
God.
But we won. Yo, she carried our team the first game. I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, it was
okay.
Yeah.
Luck.
She just got a good hand too. You know what I mean?
I love it.
Yeah.
Is that out now, Claudia?
It's out right now. Yep.
Okay. Make sure y'all watch that. BK Finest, thank you. This is hilarious. Capricorn Princess, Blue, I used to talk crazy. I'm assuming talk about you crazy. But I was wrong about you. You're cool as hell. My bad, bruh. I struggle with change.
I see you, King. I appreciate it. Grand Rising.
BK Finest, Tisha trying to stay relevant, and she is so epic annoying. Maurice is the real a-hole, not Marcel. Lord. That's that husband audience, child. Frog, KTRE. I love it. Blue speaks. Very pleasing to the brain. Oh,
Even with this voice, I apologize for my allergy voice, guys. I forgot to say that earlier.
No, it sounds fine.
I love it.
Raspy.
Her Bob 0408. Cut it out, you guys. It's all good. He's been cheating on her way before he went to jail. This has been DC and Yandy. If you're from New York City, you know it has nothing to do with him going to jail. She should have left years ago. Okay. Ricky Kim Lee. I don't think Phaedra's lazy. She just needs the right people to get activated. Okay. Hey, D'Angelo. Child, Porsha is in love with that stud cashing out. Okay. Rashida, Carlos, I love you. The new look is everything. You're glowing and it really shows. Thank you. Just don't go to Turkey with Marlo. Y'all,
Damn, y'all know what going to Turkey means, huh? A little peach fuzz. Right?
I'm not getting a hair transplant. I don't want it. Love y'all, CJ, Blue, and
You don't need it, Carlos. You look good with the bald head.
You look better like
yeah,
this.
I don't want any of that. I'm fine. BB 5404. Mimi Fox was happy as hell too with old girl Ty. But that's neither here nor there.
Ooh, that's an interesting way to spell it.
But I hope this actually works for Porsha. Okay. Precious T, D travel and lost time took a toll and you gave it your all. Oh, that's Precious T to Dustin.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Travel and trail nature. Dustin, my love, you seem tired, a bit dry.
They all on your
lip balm several times and keep y'all to get some rest.
He's on like
I'm
10
tired,
shows
John.
and on tour and talking to his friends and balancing his life.
Damn.
I had a fucked up day today, man. I ain't even finna cuss y'all ass out. I do that
Let him live.
Yeah, he was in your mouth.
shit.
Oh my God. Katy Perry, agree with Carlos. It would be divine retribution that Quad conceived naturally with her next relationship.
Yeah, I'm like,
Mhm.
I would love that.
Yandy gal, at the heart of it all, King is a Jamaican man, and throughout the season, he acted as such.
I agree.
We keep hearing that.
Yeah. Centurion SAA, I agree, Blue. Society still claims that straight men are more superior than gay men who are usually real men. We got Rashida again. Kwai has more money than King. And when she said, I'll pay for the Ghana trip myself, it made him feel emasculated. Remember, King is Jamaican. They keep saying the Jamaican thing. Bookster 1017 doesn't look like a fine piece of 90s caramel.
Thank you, Bookster.
Yes. All right, so raindrops. Tomorrow I'm dropping an exclusive one-on-one interview
Of course.
with who y'all may consider a Nepo baby.
May consider?
Well, I mean, this person is the offspring of a major celebrity.
Tracy Ellis Ross?
That's your final guess?
That's a good one.
Because she's the Nepo baby that people forget she's a Nepo baby because she's so good in her own right.
Okay.
That was why I guessed that.
That's Blue's guess.
Mhm.
Claudia Dustin, any guesses? Raindrops, any guesses? Somebody said King Harris, Teddy Riley's daughter, Egypt. I already did Regine.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
I
that's
was.
be messy.
I hope it's Damani because the way he's lighting them tracks up.
Oh, yeah, I love Damani.
Damani is dope as hell. I'm a
Yeah.
fan. The whole Harris family, y'all mad talented. The way y'all all came together to rally around your mama around time.
Damn right.
I love that. I love how they.
Not Blue Ivy, child. We wouldn't be here. He would have flown to their house and left me and Dustin and Claudia for dead. What you
Yeah.
talking about?
I didn't
Is
know
the
how
person
talented that
male or
was.
female, Carlos?
Yes, gender.
Oh, see this. Oh, I'm gonna give it away. I'm gonna give
No,
it
you
away.
won't.
No.
There's a lot of
Oh
celebrities.
my God. I'm gonna. Okay, I can't. Listen, I can't say because if I say,
It'll give it away. Okay.
Really? There's a lot of celebrity kids.
I know in terms of how they identify.
EJ King. I mean, EJ. What's his name? Magic Johnson. EJ
Zaya
Johnson.
Wade.
Okay, I love your guesses.
I don't like you have a poker face. Dustin, you tell me. You're the Carlos whisperer.
I'm trying to put it together, but I don't know. Shit, I have no
I'm
idea.
guessing EJ because we're doing the pronoun
How
game.
old are they, Carlos?
Early 30s?
Okay.
Early 30s. This is my
Way
favorite
they
part.
identify.
This is my favorite part, by the
No,
way.
Wayne Brady is, he don't have a kid.
It's my favorite part. I love y'all guess. It's actually my favorite part of the night.
EJ Johnson. I'm gonna guess EJ Johnson.
Okay,
Yep.
you're EJ Johnson. Claudia.
Marquise, 50 Cent son.
Justin.
Oh.
I actually know Mark. Well, I know him.
Shit. I don't know. Fantasia daughter, Zion. Ain't she grown now? I don't know.
You just calling out regular kids. Copy Wade.
I don't know.
Everyone's saying
that-
EJ.
That drops tomorrow. And when I
Yeah.
say to you, it is a very important conversation just about growing up in this industry, being the offspring of this extremely famous parent, and all of the things about that world. So it was actually a very, very powerful one.
Northwest. Oh, Cynthia's daughter. Noelle.
Oh, my baby, I love you so Noelle.
Do you know
Beautiful,
what- speaking of
Noelle.
Nepo babies,
I
you know
love
who needs
her.
more attention? Sade's son is a trans man.
Oh, really?
And Sade is in full support of him.
Oh, I need to get
And
that.
nobody talks about it. Nobody
I
talks
heard
about
that
it.
too.
Yeah. And he a little fine too. Sorry, go ahead.
I need to get some. You say he what?
He a little fine too. He
Yeah.
look like Sade. Hello.
I
Yeah.
love
Sade's gorgeous.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we will see tomorrow. Some of y'all guess it's a low-key shady, but I'll leave y'all alone.
Did anybody guess it? Like between us in the comments? Did somebody say it?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Claudia.
You did that, friend. I feel better now. Okay.
Claudia's good. Come on, journalist. All right, Claudia. Is there anything you got going on? You want to promote my baby?
Who me? Oh, just the Nick Cannon. We playing spades and the Country Wayne skit and accidentally informed on Wednesday. That's it.
No. When is the E special coming out?
Oh, that's gonna be a week from Friday. So I think the 18th. I think on E. I can't wait for that to come
What day
out.
is it on a Sunday?
I think it's on a Friday. I think.
If it's a Friday, it's the 20th.
Oh, I'm wrong then. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm
But it's
wrong.
coming up.
I think it's on the 18th. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm
the 18th because the top model one is the 11th.
Okay, so yeah, so the 18th. We're the last one.
Yeah.
Price is right, and we blowing up the spot.
I can't wait to see that one.
Yeah, I want to see all three of them. Actually.
Country Wayne skit was the big deal. Nick Cannon Spades. I love that YouTube series. So
good.
So good and so smart. Please check that out.
The lighting was just bad on my face. Like my lines just come. I was like, oh, my lines right there that I had.
Well, it's your fault. That's the DP child. They should have said something.
My face was puffy back then. I've got the inflammation down since then. So, but anyways, okay, that's enough.
Okay. Blue, what you got going on, sister?
I'm on Blue Centric Live per usual, kikiing with the girls and telling them to come over here to find me on Mondays. Shout out to the Raindrops. Thank you for being nice when I ran into you in the wild. I was nervous. But you even say I had my raindrop virginity took over the weekend. It was very nice. Yeah, I was nervous. I was like, what y'all gonna do? But they were really lovely. So
They're super nice fan base. Like they are really
they're very nice considering what we talk about on Messy Mondays, which seems to be the shorthand now. Was it always called Messy Mondays? Was that new?
No, I used to do this show Messy Mondays 2 years ago, but heavily. But
that's why. Okay.
But not to cut you off anything, Blue, because one of the biggest things I got in terms of questions is how this show became about. It's all about consistency. And because I knew I had cornered Mondays, I wanted to like figure something out. So anyways, that's what they call it. But they call it Messy Mondays. Some do. But what I will say is when I did my tour city stop with Nene 2 weeks ago, when I say to you, the love that they show the three of y'all is insane. And Claudia, I know we talked about this. So when I'm with Nene, we do her greatest hits. Like we show the best clips. Before I could say the word hit, they screamed Puerto Rico. And all I will say is if you're ever in a situation where you can be around people watching your highlight reel, I say do it. Listen, I say for the ego of it all, to stroke your ego. I think you should create a compilation and play it your impressions of Eugene. That Blue, you should do it with your blues cruise. It is to be in a room and seeing people recited word for word. I shed a tear only because I was like, there's something beautiful about receiving that sort of love while you're alive.
It's your impact. They're recognizing your impact while you can still see it.
It was the sweetest thing. So no, they love you guys. Okay, go ahead, Blue.
Well, maybe when you do our tour one day.
The best thing about
the
best thing about
we're asking for it for a long time.
They gotta tell you if we're there, Carlos.
No, listen,
okay.
Beyonce has 3 acts, and listen. You always know I'm working. Claudia, I'll call you this week, by the way.
Yeah, sure. I've been quiet. Yes, I repeat.
Whenever this part of the outro happens, I hear tag team back again because that's about to be next.
You're gonna ask him for, and then he pop up and don't even what? So you owe us a tour.
Whatever. Everybody knows I have things planned 2 years ago that's happening today. So it's anyways, go ahead, Blue.
That's
so I wanted to say, coming in 2028, we're going to be on tour based on what Carlos just said. Check us out.
I don't know. He might take the Married to Medicine girl. No,
y'all heard it. I'm good at math. He said 2 years. So in 2028,
I promise you guys.
Love and Marriage Detroit's going to go up before us.
I want a TV show, so I'm gonna chill out on this conversation.
Anyways, go ahead.
I want our TV show. That's what I want.
Mm-hmm. We're manifesting. No pressure, just vibes. I'm gonna throw this to Dustin because he has something special happening under the rainbow on,
You're so beautiful. Thank you, friend. Fuck with me. Go to DustinRossLive.com. You know what I'm saying? We sold out City Winery, and we have a second show added that is selling very, very well. I'm so full of gratitude, so thankful for everybody that's bought a ticket and everybody that's coming out. So I'm gonna tell some jokes. You know what I'm saying? 2 shows. The 9:30 show. There's still a few tickets left, I think. So if you want to come see me, come see me. St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, New York City, baby. Tickets at DustinRossLive.com.
Excellent show,
and don't sexually harass him when you see him, ladies. Ladies, don't grab his booty when you see him, okay? I've heard about y'all.
Okay, hey, no Chaser TV. Carlos, do they wear a 27-piece? Y'all are.
You're so
Chase. You tried it.
Any other clues you can give us, Carlos? Any other clues?
That's it. The good thing is y'all, in all the names that y'all were screaming and put in the chat, that person's name was mentioned. So that's the good news. So that's tomorrow at noon. It's tomorrow at noon. And I really want you guys to watch it because it's a really important one. And listen, Claudia, Blue, and Dustin, I love the 3 of you.
Love y'all.
Mischief. I'm
Keep
here.
your phones on, please. And we will see you guys next Monday.
Sorry for the C word. My bad.
All good, bitch. We gotta tell about it.
Bye, family.
Love y'all. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Sorry.